Okay, so back with another session of Sandpoint Chronicles. The party last week started to dig deeper and explore more into the cave, but unfortunately were unsuccessful as they were met by it seemed to be a creature with the power to leave you in your footsteps stoned and petrified. Upon seeing the threat, the party did dispatch some kobolds, but was fended off by this creature and made for a hasty retreat back to the submarine. Guko and the others attempted to form some type of plan to craft some type of lenses or device that would give them the advantage, or not the, at least a disadvantage at fighting this creature. But with the time crunch and resting, they realized that not only is the impending doom of the kobold, whatever this unknown threat is, but there is a possibility of a flash flood happening after the rest, and it's pretty it's coming along quickly, maybe in the next hour to 30 minutes. So if they have hopes to explore the kobold cave, they need to hurry and be steadfast. As the party is continuing to talk and tinker with just different parts inside the submarine to make the device, the party hears a familiar, not a familiar, but I guess to say a familiar sound of a machine as they are still in the submarine.
You guys hear that? What's that?
It sounds like a lot of water being turned up, and it's coming from over you. And you can't see it, of course, but it can be heard faintly.
Paddle boat.
Are we submerging?
No, you're already submerged, because I would assume that you would submerge to sleep.
What is going on? Let's take us to, actually, someone man that, periscope. Let's take us to, periscope depth.
Periscope depth.
What is a periscope? What are you asking me to do?
Look in the little glass thing over there.
Zahtra wanders over to the periscope and kind of just stares at it. Okay. Yes, it is there. I see it.
I go elevate us a little bit. Can I see it? Can we see anything that's going on outside the,
Yeah, with the 10, as you look at the scope there, you see Guko. It looks like it's like a prototype. Not a prototype, but a more archaic version of some of the earlier things that was worked on by your village, and it seems to be a small motorboat. And you can make out a familiar face of the guardsman that originally came with the group, and you see that he has some supplies on his on the boat as well. It's very long. It's definitely built for speed. But you see that he's kind of headed towards your way.
Oh, hell yeah, we got reinforcements! I take us to, surface.
We do?
Yeah! The guardsmen's come back.
So at that moment, Gene, you see, you're all of a sudden, because you were not expecting it, you don't really know where the kobold, even like the quote-unquote boat ramp or the entry into the kobold cave is, because you're hauling it down this river. You just know it's about a day's trip. You haven't slept, but you do have supplies in there. And at this moment, you see the familiar submarine just kind of like pop in front of you. And you hit a device. You're not the best at driving it. They gave you basic instructions, but you let off the throttle or whatever it seems to be, like a spur, like as you're familiar with your horse. This is kind of what you think of, like hitting the spur to make it go fast. You release that, and your boat just kind of stops as the submarine pops up in front of you.
Pop open the top hatch. Oi! Hey, right here!
Hello.
Yeah, you! You're coming to help, right?
Yes, I've been sent by the town to assist with the gnomish fortifications.
Thank goodness. Bring all your supplies on board. We'll take a look at what you've brought.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm Captain Guko Frumpeldorf, by the way. I believe we met briefly once before, but you are familiar with some of my comrades. Unfortunately, they are detained at the moment.
Yeah,
Most
happy
of
to
them.
help, Captain Frumpeldorf. I guess. Yeah, I'll look for like where do I dock a boat on a submarine.
Um,
Right, yeah, just pull it.
I'll throw you a rope so you can help stabilize me, and I'll come on.
Perfect, perfect. Tie it off and get him all set.
Yeah, and Gene, you haven't seen it, but do you have a view of the submarine right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk in there, you see a familiar face. Unfortunately, Gene, you see Broderic there, and something definitely catches your attention. You notice Garlemon's lifeless body there on the ground. You don't see Aloysius anywhere. You don't see one of the gnomes around Nyan, and as you look here, you notice there's still dead kobold bodies here on the ground, and you don't see Burk.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those kobold bodies. Probably ought to clean those up.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
do the appropriate grading
Garlemon's
with
with
Broderic.
the
Say that one more time, Gene.
Yeah, I'll give an appropriate grading to Broderic, but I'll take my helmet off and I'm sorry to see of your losses. I'm sorry I couldn't be here to help.
Garlemon saved the entire ship. Fought a giant mechanical shark hand to hand, and if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have made it.
Huh, yeah, that does sound like him.
So we've got a bit of a time crunch here. We've got two more companions that are completely turned to stone at the moment. Is my count right too? I think so. And we could really use your help in retrieving them. There's this ferocious monster inside. He's I don't know. He's like a dragon. He's green. He's big lizard-like, and then if anybody gets close, and you're looking right at him, that's the end of it.
Gotcha.
All we've
Very
got
well.
are these three little scarves. Although I suppose we could just tear like some clothing off to cover our eyes.
We'd be blind.
Say again, I didn't catch that.
We'd be blind.
Yeah. I
So,
guess-
if you think, did we do any checks last round to see what this thing was, or any? Did we? I don't believe we did. We just know it turned to stone, and we know it has like more black scales. Correct?
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah,
has
yeah, it,
has. Sorry,
and
go
we
ahead.
figured out that it is vision-based.
Okay. What is that, Broderick?
Never mind.
But yeah, I don't think we ever tried to identify it. We were more focused on trying to kill it and then trying to not die. So I don't think any of us made a single knowledge check.
Well, a creature based on sight. Hopefully, I brought supplies for the Gnomish village, but we can use them here. Is everybody proficient with the short bow?
I'm afraid not, but I've got a light crossbow to manage.
All right, that'll do.
I can use a bow. Or a sling. Or a sword. Really anything.
I
you
already have my sling. Thank you though.
I noticed if we stand back, I don't know exactly how far away, but there was at least one point in time where there was one of us who could have been turned to stone, but he didn't because he was, I don't know, maybe 40 or 50 feet away. Something like that.
Okay, that's good. That is the interject. That is good. That the part you're recalling that there was a person that did not get turned to stone. We don't know the range of that yet, but you do know your guess. But you know what I'm saying, you're assuming that It is. It's more
So
than
we
10
know
or
it-
20 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, so we know at least 50 feet away we're good?
Yeah. At least 50 feet is what you
That's
know.
it.
You don't know if it's any less than that
Alrighty.
though.
Maybe if we can
It's
draw
not as
them.
if we have a lot of room in the caves, though. 50
Right,
feet
right.
is an awful lot of landscape.
What is one thing
Perhaps
that
we can
you
draw them on.
What is one thing that you also, not to interject too much, what is one thing that the party also remembers about the cave that made the fight a little harder, so that you might want to tell Broderick and Jean? It wasn't so much in the big rooms, but it was in the hallways.
I know that they're not very stable, and they've been collapsing.
Yeah.
We've got
Yeah, and there was all kinds of crap on the floor.
Yep, a little rough terrain, and it's also harder to hit if you're attacking in the small kobold tunnel. You take a negative on your attack bonus. In some of the bigger rooms it was not, but you take a -2 to your attack rolls in the small tunnels.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Spellcaster privileges.
So,
Alrighty. Then yes, I guess if we were to recover your friends, to recover our allies for the defense of the gnomish town, then, I'll give Nualia a short bow with 20 arrows. I'll take one as well. And did how tight were those tunnels? I guess I'll look at Garlemond's tower shield. Do you think this would work in there?
yeah, I think so. I mean, I think most of the spots were at least, could stand 2 abreast or 1 abreast at least.
All right. I will. I'll ask you guys if I knew Garlemond only briefly, not as well as the rest of you, but I'd like to take this. I think it will be of help.
I'm sure he would want it in your hands to rescue his comrades. All right, so let's let me take a few moments to get my spells sorted out, and then we'll head back in.
As I have mentioned before, without my Akesi, my spells are going to be somewhat limited, so I hope you can forgive this.
Who's an Akesi?
My Akesi. They are they are snake. They are my friend. Familiar. Yes, that is the word. Familiar. They are my familiar, and they provide me with my magic.
as you have that conversation, Gene, you also notice that Garlemond and Broderick's there as well. He has a Cure Light Wounds potion on him as well.
Okay.
That'll be of use. Was any of us injured on the way out?
I think you guys healed up for the most part. I think you expended the last ones and then you rested. So now,
that's right.
and now at this point, you're able to hear, for those who are in the watch together, you're able to hear rain, start to come down on top of you. Just little drips at first, but that's what you hear.
Ah,
We ready to go? Take another shot at this.
I am prepared as I can be.
All right,
Lead the way. I'm here to help.
let's make it rain. Ha ha! You see what I did there?
I think I could use a bow. So, there was going to be a flash flood. Do we know when that was?
It's probably on its way.
Well now, make a survival check. Everyone who can make survival checks can make those checks. 13, 3, 3.
Ha! What's rain?
Let me see. Survival check. Oh, I sent that to GM, but
You're fine. I see.
There.
I sent everybody a message. Nobody got it but a certain thing besides Rondo. I sent Rondo a message.
Okay.
Okay, let me find here. So,
I think we're gonna get wet. Or wetter.
Yeah, it's a good.
Between... within the hour.
Now, how many
We're
of
gonna
us?
have enough water in here to...
How many of us want to use one of these blindfolds, just in case when we get in there?
We won't be able to see if we're blind.
Right. That's the hope. If we can't see it, and it won't turn us to stone.
But if we can't see it, or see it all, how can we even move around?
Well, no, we're gonna. Yes. Well, the plan is, we get there, and then when we hear it, or see some sign of it approaching, that's when we, slide the clothes up over our eyes.
Yeah, I'll take one of the blindfolds. Thank you.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you, Captain.
And we'll fashion a couple more out of just random scraps of clothing or whatever if we need to, just so everybody has one in case.
okay, everyone has a makeshift blindfold, at least on their patch, which will take a swift action if you want to do it in the battle to grab that. Okay. We know that in some of the tight ways that it's going to take a negative on your attack. I'm going to be nice and give you the number of -2. We know that it smells of odd odor inside, and we also know that some of the passageways are difficult terrain. As you make your way, you do not see the gates fortified. As you walk, you can still see the bodies of the kobolds that you have defeated. It does not seem that there's been much movement in this area. You continue on, and you make your way at the mouth of the cave again. And this is where the party will go. If everyone doesn't mind, let's roll initiative just for marching order inside the cave.
Wow.
As we get outside the cave,
Mm-hmm.
I will give you guys just a little bit of instruction. I don't expect all of you to use this, but was it all of you guys will gain the benefits of the intercept charge teamwork feat for the next 12 minutes. But like I say, I don't expect any of you to be rushing in, but if you find yourself in a good position or tactically advantageous,
What's
this
that
will help
do?
you potentially get that. Basically, if you're... Well, here. Boop.
When an opponent charges your ally with this feat, as an immediate action, you can move up to your speed towards any square in the path of that charge. If you end your movement in the path of the charge, the opponent must stop when it becomes adjacent to you, and then attack you instead of your ally. Your movement from using this feat counts towards your movement on your next turn.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good indeed.
that's pretty neat. Except for the fact that, like all teamwork feats, it requires multiple people to have it.
Yeah, I gave it to all of you, though.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, neat.
Upon going, I'll read a little bit of it. It's starting to pick up to more of a heavier rain. As you walk up to the cave, you do hear this. But the roar is louder.
I hear that either it or the thing that scared it away is still present in the cave. to say the least.
Everybody get
Does
ready.
anybody know what that?
So we rested in the submarine then, right?
Mm-hmm. So you have all your spells. Everyone gain HP according to their level. So level 5 HP.
Zahtra, when you hit your initiative or whatever, make sure you're selecting your token.
Ah, okay. So if I select that and then... Ah, yeah, that works. Okay.
Okay.
If we rested, I have had one. I'm going to use a cure light on Rondo himself,
Okay.
but I've
that's
had
fine.
one cure light left. Was somebody else down? Is somebody below?
I think
Rondo
the
would have had one cure light unused.
rest of us are pretty good at the moment.
Okay. As you go in, you see the same thing. You see a 50-foot wide strip of like a little bit of barren. It seems what's been worked because you walked in the cave, of course. It's strewn with stony debris. You can tell that there's been a lot of rock slides in this area, which you now can see in the cave itself has to be severely maintenance. And you can see the several large boulders standing against the middle of the wall there. We had 2 entrances, one on the north and the south. Which way will we go this evening?
I believe it was
The
to,
south was closer to the monster, wasn't it?
right, yes. One of us is able to move around pretty quietly, right? Scout ahead.
And remember, you guys did not. Now you don't know if the bodies are still there. But you did not. You never did get your spoils from the last battle.
Oh, didn't we also take 3 kobolds captive at one point? And they were like, we left them near the entrance. I wonder how those guys are getting on.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think we point them in the direction of. I don't remember.
No, those were the humans we rescued that we pointed in the direction of the boat.
Oh, right.
I think the kobolds were still unconscious when we left.
We like left them in with the fire.
Zahtra doesn't even know about those.
Right. Someone.
We left them in the room with the
I
fire.
guess I can creep ahead if you guys want. I'm not very sneaky, but I'm hard to die, hard to perish.
Well, if you wish, I could
Sneakier than
also
some of
go
us.
ahead just a bit. Not that
Yeah?
I am
Or I could.
Are you good at it?
decent, but I still think that
I'm
Alright.
good at sneaking.
I think Nualia is good at it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
and she looks like she could survive a hit, unlike me.
Yeah, Noalia, do you want to scout ahead, find out where the creature is, but do not engage it. Give us a location.
Here you are, Nualia.
Okay.
Whoops, that was supposed to be a public roll. I gave you guidance.
Am I going there too?
Yeah, you can go here or you can go here. Kind of walk your way down. Roll a stealth check.
I can't seem to move my.
You can't see right here.
Okay, I can't seem to move my token right now.
Let's see why. GM notes. Controlled by. Not sure. There you go.
Oh, now I can move it.
Okay. Try now. Okay. Keep on. You got it.
Refocus.
I'll message you. Let's keep going.
Has or hasn't?
Um,
Okay.
Nolly, make a perception check.
Okay.
You hear
Look for
this
it, but
noise.
don't look too hard.
Okay.
Sounds like my ex-wife. Run!
You don't see anything, but you definitely hear it.
Okay. I'm gonna head back and report on what I've found
Okay,
so far.
you can report.
Where'd you hear it? Right here.
So the statue of Nyan got knocked over and is in pieces, and Burke's statue is still there, and further in the room there was a growl. So it seems to be where we left it.
Does anybody know what we're up against?
Ah,
Anyone know what that? It looked like a magical beast of some sort.
Sorry, I graduated from guard school with a C+.
Alright, let's see. It's like a...
DM, based off of their description, would a knowledge arcana work towards maybe identifying what it could be?
Yep, we can.
Just not mine.
I sent it to you.
Okay, so let's talk about some things. And Zahtra, you can talk very briefly. And this is the type of way we need to start playing, especially with, when Cody gets back. Zahtra, we can kind of, again, we can, of course, discuss it. With that, it describes a squat reptilian monster that has 8 legs, bony spurs jutting from its back, and eyes that glow with pale green fire. But what was odd is that that just seems like the general description. They said that it has really deep black scales that had the color of like muddy water, like the black, of a swamp. So what it describes you as a basilisk. Now, you can go and talk a little bit about the basilisk, Broderic, now, and then I'm gonna add some other information. Sorry, excuse me. We know that it can turn something to stone. We know that if a creature that is petrified is coated with fresh basilisk blood, and long as the basilisk has not been dead for more than an hour, it will instantly restore you to flesh.
Okay, perfect. That
well,
means
that's useful.
if we can damage it, then we can get our friends back.
But what happened last time, though, as well? What happened, Zahtra? You tried certain spells, and they did not work.
Right. It seemed to resist. Well, I tried to put it to sleep, and it resisted that. And that is essentially my entire spell book there. I mostly only use sleep spells and enchantment-based magics.
It's got like resistance, or it's just really hard to use spells on.
It seemed to shrug it off completely, but I'm not sure if that is an immunity or if it is simply too strong for me. Either way, it is outside of my arena.
All right. Well, I think we know what we need to know. Then I guess
All right. Then
if you are unable to affect it, then I think that you should be the one to try to gather blood and heal our injured comrades, our stoned comrades, while the fight's going.
Yes, that is a good idea. I can do that.
But you have to be coded, so you
Captain.
have to pretty much have it be dead. I'm sorry, Gene. Continue.
Oh, no worry. I was just Captain. If I could, then what I think might be best for those of you with crossbows and short bows, let me move ahead using Garlemon's tower shield to block its view of us. Young Zahtra, since the creature seems to be resistant to your abilities, if you could keep watch and point, stay far enough away so it doesn't affect you, but let me know if it tries to sneak along the sides. I'll march forward into melee with it, using the shield to block it. If you can use the bows and crossbows to try to hit it, I'll do my best to get pinned down. And I'm aware that you may hit me in this process, and that's fine. Rescuing our allies is of most importance. If you're okay with that, Captain.
Absolutely, yeah, it's a very brave offer. We'll take you up on it, 100%. All right, lead the way.
Okay.
I'll try to use my my creatures to help pin it down.
Perfect. I'm gonna. Hopefully, I can. Part of what that feat, sharing that feat was, so that hopefully we can, if it does get away from me, somebody else can hopefully lock it in place so it doesn't get too far, so I can get back and try to block it again.
Hey, quick rules question on that is, like if I summon something, does it automatically pick that up, or do you have to like do it again?
No, I'd have to do another drill instructor.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
I'm going to go right behind Gene.
Okay. Make your way, lad.
All right, show me.
So
Let's do it.
unfortunately, DM, if you could turn on, I can't see through the shadows yet. I don't have the lighting for my guy.
Does anybody have a torch to give him, or like a light spell?
Yeah, I can cast light.
Perfect. Yeah, if you want to put light on the tower shield, everything's going to hear us coming anyways. So, front of the freight train.
Must you turn on the lights? Really?
I don't
Okay.
know.
But yeah, I'll walk slowly with tower shield in front of me, peeking over the top with the blindfold. I guess wearing it sweet 80s style over my bangs.
And I'll kind of point, Gene, we need to go up this way, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Isn't it up to the north? Isn't that where we met the backstabbing kobold, and then south is kind of where, like the.
And then we circle. That way's blocked by rubble.
Okay.
I was at least here for that part.
Yeah, I think the monster is like here-ish.
Do we have to squeeze in here?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Gene, what stands before
Are we
you
getting close?
seems to be like a massacre. You see a plethora of kobolds rotting as bugs start to fill every orifice in front of you. You can tell that this is the handiwork of your comrades. But you do see some items
So
on
head
these
on
creatures. You do see some items on these creatures though that has not been taken.
All right.
Do people really just leave your corpses lying around? You don't burn the bodies or anything? What is wrong with you?
Unless it looks immediately relevant, you know, something that could help in the current situation. That I can see as by a walk by.
Well, you see a masterwork.
Then I will...
You see a masterwork small heavy wooden shield.
I thought I got that one, or is this a different one?
That's a different one. Remember, there was a commander.
Yours is a different one.
Remember, there was a wooden shield at the beginning of the commander, and then there's one on this guy. There's a masterwork heavy wooden shield.
Let's stuff that in there. Can anybody use that?
Yeah, I can. Masterwork
Sweet.
heavy one. Yeah, I mean,
It's small sized.
oh, then
Yeah, it's
no,
a
I
little-
have a
all
heavy
these-
steel.
They're little blokes. Zahtra, what about you?
What?
Aren't you-
You're giving me something that the dead carried?
Okay, alright, well never mind. Let's just put it in the bag.
I'll take that if
You
you
really
don't
are
mind.
scavengers, aren't you?
Okay, that's fair.
100%.
Whatever.
Rondo, you have a masterwork small heavy wooden shield, and you folks also notice that you do detect. Anybody have detect magic or no?
Of course.
Okay.
Yep.
You detect magic, and you detect a cloak of resistance there, +1 as well.
Ooh. I think this would be definitely of use for anybody who, as a matter of fact, Mr. Guardsman, if you are going to be leading the van, I suggest you put this on if you don't have something like this.
I would agree.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I will. I'll return it after I'm done.
As you continue, Gene.
And it's Captain of the Guardsmen.
Yeah, of course, Captain.
Captain.
Captain. I believe.
Stock.
As you venture deeper into the cave, you know it's still raining, but the rain starts to dim as you walk deeper, and the heaviness of it kind of just fades. But you definitely hear more dripping as the small. Okay, Gene, give me a second. As small cracks in the pores of the the cave outside. How water works. It finds any way it can go and starts to drip. Gene, you see a statue laying on the ground, broken into pieces. It looks like somebody had tried to move it. And as you look, you see more pieces of broken statues of kobolds. But you see one gnome that looks familiar. And now in front of you, you see a kobold that resembles Burk, that has not been moved.
Still intact, I hope?
Yeah, those things are heavy, bloody heavy.
Yeah, you see that Burk was luckily out of the way. He's kind of pushed here to the side there. I'm gonna put him here. But you definitely see that he is turned to stone, carrying his flag and everything, little guy.
At the sight of that, I'm casting a spell on my crossbow.
Okay. Nalia, where are you going? You lost, girl?
I'm lost because I don't know where everybody else went. Where is everybody?
Up here. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's further south. I know we
I'm
were
lost yet.
Yeah, if you follow here, then there should be basically it's a Y in the road, right where I am. That's where the Y is. Then you drift south.
Yeah, okay.
I was gonna say if you drop right at the center of where I'm putting things down, I mean you'll pop on top of on top of Rondo, but you'll be able to see us.
You start to hear the jingling of chains.
This is what happened last time. Somebody was using chains to pull it out. Or
Gene,
maybe to hold it back.
Gene, you see here a chain. You see, I mean, you know, because you can't see that well, but you see right here a
Well, I've got a
chain.
20-foot radius from the light.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You can see where a chain is on the ground, and it seems to be, and I'll draw it. I'll freehand this chain. You see that it goes into this direction.
All right.
You see on the ground, you also see a kobold, a dead kobold, and you think that maybe this kobold was holding that chain, but somehow. But yeah.
All right, but you did say that there are other statues in this room.
Only Burk statue. Only Burk's the only one full statue. All the one else that you see on the ground around you are pieces of statues of kobolds.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, we
Now-
tried to move
And
it.
one gnome.
Save
one
it,
gnome.
but it's-
Broderic, you see, because you have dark vision, you see another dead kobold that looks like he was burned alive, and you see another chain going north of him.
This might be a good place for us to hole up at the mouth of this entrance.
That's where they hit us last time.
All right. Well, you said that the monsters is dragged by chains.
Yeah, they had last time they had like 3 or 4 blokes that were all blindfolded that were tugging on it. But I'm not sure exactly what they were trying to do.
Fair enough. Yeah, are there stalagmites in this cave? Is there anything around here besides
No,
statue Burk?
this cave actually, as you look, you can tell when a dungeoneering check, very simple, that this cave appears to be worked rather well. You can tell that for kobolds that this cave is worked, like the stones are very smooth. It's not like a regular cave in the sense that it's jagged. A lot of things are smoothed and buffed out. Odd.
Okay.
And what's also odd is at the mouth of this cave, you see some pitchforks laying on the ground, and it seems like they're trying to widen this tunnel for something to get out, is what you assume. The tunnel's trying to be widened.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And you know that this was your basic dungeoneering check. I know you at least roll a 15 because your dungeoneering is so high, but...
If the creature's held by chains, okay. If you guys are all in position, let's give this a shot. Actually, I have one. All right. A little bit more dangerous, a little stupider, but I think I'm in. At the edge here, I'm gonna put Garlemon's tower shield to kind of give you guys a like a barrier, waist high, so you guys can kind of get behind to cover. I'm going to put my blindfold on, and I'm going to grab these chains
And do what
and
with it?
and I'm going to start wrapping them around my arm and pulling it towards me.
Okay.
As I follow it towards where they seem to lead.
You definitely hear a roar as the creature you're pulling and it comes out. This is what you see. How do you... I'm not sure whose mic that is. I think it might be. No, let me mute your mic. Okay. Let me see.
Alright.
How do you view the... How do you get people to see it? Again, I forgot.
Shift Z.
Yeah, Shift Z. This is what you see. You see the spiny creature with deep and black scales. It seems to be a little smaller in size. I
don't see anything. I've got my blindfold
You're blindfolded,
on.
yeah, but I'll show you. And Raging Song begins. Does anybody else have their blindfolds on? Or is it just Gene?
I have mine on.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully everybody's far enough away, but Yeah, I'm going to attempt
Did
to.
you say somebody turned on raging?
Yeah,
Yes.
what's Raging Song do?
Yeah, what do you got from that? Is that 2 con and 2?
Nope. So my raging song is a little bit different thanks to my archetype. Everyone gets a +1 magic enhancement bonus to your weapons for the next 6 rounds.
Oh, nice.
If your weapon is already magical, it doesn't go up another one. Instead, you can choose to add the abilities that are listed below, which some of them are they're more than a +1. So I want to say distance, flaming, frost, ghost touch, keen, returning, shock, and seeking are the ones that you are able to put on your weapon.
Bloody marvelous.
So I'll be honest. You guys probably, if you can, oh shit, yeah.
That was a
Seeking would
surprise
be the
round.
best.
So that was a surprise round. Oh, that's just a round.
Go-
So, continue, Gene. My apologies.
Oh yeah. Then yeah. Wow, Seeking's so good if you guys already had invisible stuff. But yeah, I will. Since I'm holding onto the chain, I'm going to move forward to grapple the creature.
Okay, so that's your round. So you're using the chain, which I'm going to let you because you're pulling it to the creature. So you're moving your move round to go up to grab. So now you're grappling it. Okay? Okay, so you're grappling the creature. Make your CMB roll.
Alrighty.
Melee, 24. Okay, now let me see. It is his CMD. Cody, I know you put it on here, boy. AC. So, okay, I
think
got
his
you.
AC
Yep, you beat his CMD. So he is grappled now.
Yeah. So I will grapple it and try to hold it for them to open fire on it.
Perfect. Hold it still.
Okay, everybody
Put a
has
bag over it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Okay, so now it is
You have
Zatra's
a-
turn. Zahtra, I'm looking at your view. I don't know why it's
Hey,
not
just
working.
FYI, I don't know why it's out of order, but I
Yeah,
didn't put my-
Oh, 20, my bad. My apologies. Guko, your turn. My apologies. Guko, thank you for helping me out there.
I'm gonna summon my space kitty.
Okay, where are you gonna summon it to?
Right by the basilisk.
Have your space kitty make a fortitude save.
Yep.
So you
Can't even see
you
it.
summon
Here
one
we go.
kitty, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
1 second. Come on, space cat. Woo!
Okay, he makes his save.
Row!
Okay. So he moves to attack. He hits. Okay. You do.
1 of them in, I think.
Let me see. Okay, Cody. Got you. We have. I see your damage. Your cat just attacks it ferociously. It tries to bite, but misses as Gene is wiggling with it. It takes one of its
Just
claws.
FYI.
Yeah.
When a creature's grappled, it loses AC.
It loses its dex modifier, correct?
I believe so. Yeah, let me.
Okay.
It gets a -4 to Dex.
Yeah. So it loses dex modifier pretty much then.
-2 to AC.
-2 to AC.
Okay.
Okay. So is it this -2 to AC without the dex or? Grapple. Let me read
hold on.
that.
No, it takes the -2 due to the AC due to the -4 to the Dex.
Oh yeah, it gets
Okay.
-2 to AC basically, and it gets -2 to attack. and combat.
Okay.
maneuvers.
So the bite with the -2 that will hit then. So the bite hits, and then the one of the claws is going to hit. Okay, so 19. Okay. Now, is that your turn, Guko?
Yep, that's it.
Zahtra, you see the cat attacking something, and you see Jean's legs. He has a chain, but he drops the chain and grapples a creature. You don't know what the range is. There is a spot where you can walk in front of Rondo, but it's up to you. What would you like to do? Right now,
the plan was for me to try and
get blood.
The plan was for me to try and get blood. Yes.
But you have to enter it.
I'm going to go
blood.
ahead and. That's correct. I'm going to go ahead and blindfold and just move. I'm going to try and remember where the tower shield wall is first, and then try to move there while blindfolded and just take cover for the moment.
So, moving...
It's right. I'm right by it. So the drums, like when the drum is really loud next to you, that you're there.
Moving while blind for Pathfinder. Blind Pathfinder.
Move at half speed.
Yeah, so you move half speed, Zahtra. So you can move. You move 20 feet, correct?
I believe kobolds are actually 30 feet, if I'm not wrong. But let me go ahead and get you a
kobold,
citation on that.
I
just
got you.
to be sure.
Go ahead and move half your speed. Yeah, go ahead and move half your speed.
So that should be 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Three tiles. Unless I double move. Can I double move while blindfolded still?
Yes.
You can? Okay.
Yeah, you can take a move and a standard like normal, so you can use the standard to do a move.
Yeah, you're 30 feet, bud. Base kobolds have base speed of 30 feet. Okay. So do what you want to do, Zahtra.
I am blindfolded here.
Mm-hmm.
I am moving up here and blindfolded.
Okay.
And that is going to be my turn because I couldn't do anything else even if I wanted to.
Okay.
But I'm going to just start getting into position to start saving some lives here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Nalia, what would you like to do? Remember, Nalia, you are blind. You are, yeah.
You guys are probably safe in the back.
Okay. So.
If you can see it from the back of the line, you can probably look at it and hit it.
I don't see anything.
Damn bend in the cave.
No, Nalia, you see the legs of Jean, the legs of the creature, kind of, sort of, and you see this cat, this space cat attacking something, and you see a chain on the ground, and then of course you see all your party members in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna take a chance and move right here.
Okay.
And can I move into the space where a brick statue is?
I don't see why you couldn't. Yeah, you can. You're gonna be squeezing, but you can.
Okay. And then try to shoot it. Let's see, how many
Are you blindfolded
squares?
or no?
I'm not blindfolded, so.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
If you can shoot it from the back,
so you can shoot it. You take off your so you're not blindfolded and you shoot it. Nalia, you what bow are you using? A short bow?
Yeah.
Okay, Okay, so you're doing a +1, so you have a +1 to attack, but you are in the cave, so it's a negative, and you don't have the combat feat, so I think shooting the combat is -2, correct?
-4.
-4? Okay, so Nalia, roll your check.
Negative. I rolled a one with the +1 for the weapon bonus, but I don't know what the -4 is for.
If you don't have precise shot, if you're firing into melee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Nalia,
don't-
you're firing the melee. You know you're not familiar with the bow that you were just given. You remember what happened last time, so you're still a little nervous. Even though Jean, you don't want to hurt Jean, you take a shot out, you take an arrow, you notch it, you let it loose, but unfortunately, you kind of aim wide as it goes in front of you, and you hit the top of the ceiling.
Just betting they didn't hit in the back of my head.
Okay. My creature's turn. I am going to. I believe I can bite while grappled, correct?
Yep.
I'm going to try to bite Jean while grappled.
Just take a -2 to hit, that's all.
Yeah. Okay, Cody, why is this not on here? Oh, here it is. I'm just stupid. Okay. Can I full attack when I'm grappled? I don't remember.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to full attack. That's my first one, 24 on Jean, and I have two claw.
Hits.
I have 2 claw attacks. That is a first one. Oh, so it's only a.
Yep, they all hit.
You said it's only a light weapon.
Yeah, and I'm just saying you can't do it with like a two-handed sword, but yeah, as long as your bite is obviously.
How about my claw? My claw's good too, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So take 9, which is 18, and then 6, I believe, is 24.
24 points.
Yeah, take 24 points to
Yep.
Jean. Okay.
Turn in that bloke.
Okay.
That
And
sounds really bad.
and that is the creature's turn. Rondo, your turn. As you hear a gnawing and a gashing of Jean's skin, and another roar of this unknown creature.
Alright, so I got the blindfold.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. I have the blindfold on. So I'm gonna double move so I can get within range of the thing.
Okay. You need help with any movement, or are you good? I know the cave's a little tight. Okay, there you go.
So I've got at present I've got 15, 25, 35. I have 35 feet of movement.
Okay.
So I should be able to get to the thing, but I'm not going to be able to attack this round because I will have moved more than my move, more than a single.
Okay. What do you want Krusty to do?
So I think I can get him. Stay back. I mean, he's not going to know enough to keep a blindfold on. So.
Okay, fair enough. Broderic
I'm done.
Dawnstone, what would you like to do, sir?
All right. So swift action, keeping the performance going for the Raging Song. After hearing Jean, actually, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, but I can. Cast Spiritual Weapon.
So the only thing with spiritual weapon
It's a little-
I'm considered about is how do you know where to put the weapon? If
Well, you
can't
can put
see
it anywhere. I think he can just say, like, attack the basilisk. I'm not sure. That's one of those,
Yeah.
like, vague, like, undiscussed rule. You know, like, nobody really covers it.
Just for the sake
Just
of
like the
Yeah,
party.
it just says all it says in the spell description. It strikes the opponent. Sorry, things are moving. It strikes the opponent you designate, and I designate the Basilisk as the opponent.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that because I'm curious
Yeah.
of that. Okay, so you are blindfolded and you summon a spiritual weapon of your deity.
And whiff horribly.
Okay,
And that's the end of my turn.
Gene, after being attacked, what would you like to do as you are grappling the creature?
Yeah, I'm going to use my standard to pin it while it says I have control of the grapple. Since it has what? Since it is grappled as -4 to dex, so its CMD should be 2 lower from that. It has 2
Okay.
lower on, so yeah, so it should be easier to get.
Let's see what happens.
Somebody I thought was supposed to be near. I thought somebody was supposed to be nearby, so I will yell out to no one particular. Someone I hope is near. Have a blindfold ready for when I hold it down.
A blindfold for what?
So that's 23.
Yeah, if he can pin it, we can blindfold it, and then we won't have to worry
I'm not-
about the gaze attack.
I'm not altogether certain about that. I mean, I don't. My character certainly doesn't know. I don't
Okay,
even
so
know
plus
outside
5.
of the game. I don't.
So grapple.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm going
gaze attack, man. If it can't see, it can't see.
But then
So
that
it's-
would be like saying it wouldn't affect you if you're behind it, but it does. It has a 360-degree range. I'm not so sure it's the eyes.
Yeah,
of-
and that's fine, but that's because
Yeah, I
there's
mean,
no.
I'm going off
We're
just
specifically
dude.
doing, so we're applying something to it.
This is
Not
dude guard logic. It is a creature that uses its eyeballs to use lasers. I just want to cover its eyeballs.
yeah.
I'm wrestling it. You guys pick up the rest. But yeah, 23 to pin it.
Yes, the creature is pinned.
Alrighty. Next turn, I'll start wrapping it in chains. But so for you guys right now, the creature is pinned. It is denied its dexterity bonus. It cannot move. It also has an extra -4 to its armor class. It cannot attack. So if you guys need to move around it, really the only thing you have to worry about is that sweet petrifying gaze. But
Can
It
it
should be-
use any special abilities though?
it can attempt to cast a spell or spell-like ability. It has to make a concentration check, DC 10 plus my CMB plus spell level, or lose it.
Okay. What if it is a?
Yeah. Passing while you're grappled sucks.
Bloody brilliant.
What if it is a?
It can target things with its gaze. Remember, it should be able to still look at us,
Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still trying to cover its eyes with chain and whatnot, but I can't quite get there yet.
Yeah, you're fine. Gaze. Yeah, that is its thing. Okay. So now it is Guko's turn.
So yeah, guys.
Kill him, Space Kitty. Take
Fuck
that,
yeah.
28.
stupid
26.
basilisk.
Okay. So
Space Cat the fuck out of him.
11, 23, 13. Okay, so that's 33. Oh yeah, it's pretty bloody.
Oh, hold on, never mind. Let me make a fortitude save for the Space Cat.
Yeah, let's make a fortitude save, see what happens.
Woo!
Oh
Thank
yeah,
God.
but he makes it. He is pretty bloodied. Even though you don't really know it. I shouldn't even said that, but yeah, you do damage to the creature. Okay. Okay. What would Guko like to do?
That's it. I'm good. I'm just gonna, if I need to, I'm gonna help people get in front of me if they're trying to maneuver past me. But that's all I
Okay.
can do.
Zahtra, what would you like to do?
Wow. So, does it look like every? Oh wait, no, I can't see a damn thing. So I'm guessing you're doing well up there. I'm hoping you're doing well up there. Otherwise, you're going to die.
Yeah, that Jurassic Park scene where I'm just screaming like, "Shoot her!"
That's the only smart guy in that movie, by the way.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Broderic is still standing in front of me, correct?
You can feel him, yes. You can definitely know it's Broderic by his song and by the roughness of his voice. Everything. Yep.
Okay, just double checking that that's who was in front of me. Well, I think going forward with the plan is about all I can do from here. I'm going to slip forward and try to... I'm going to try and hug the southern wall and try to maneuver my way forward without dying terribly.
Okay.
About right here, I suppose.
Okay.
And with the cacophony to my back, I'm going to carefully lower my blindfold and look around and see if there's been any gore splattered on the walls recently from the combat, and just see if maybe I can get away with, doing my job.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna have to roll perception for that.
And so you took off your mask and you're looking towards what now?
I'm looking away from from where I hear the combat going on, and I'm
Okay.
just going to look and see if any of the walls have been splattered in fresh blood or anything, and
I think it's still
see if maybe I can get away with that.
I think it is still you are averting your gaze. You take off the blindfold in range of the gaze attack, so you are averting your gaze. I think that is.
If he looks at us, that just gives us a bonus to our...
Yeah, what is it when you avert your gaze? Look at the creature, he's averting it. I can't remember.
50% chance to avoid.
Yeah, so now roll a. So let's roll a 50%. Which ones do you want it? What do you want to be, Zahtra? You want to be high or low?
Alright, so wearing a
Can I
blindfold...
do something weird and bet on the odds instead?
So you want to? Which one do you want?
Huh?
I'm confused. Do you want it to blind you at above 50 or and be safe below 50?
Uh,
I'm just gonna roll it.
High. Always
So-
pick a high.
okay.
So 50. So 50 you are not blind. Below 50 you are. Or not
Okay.
that you are.
Yeah,
but that's the check. You still got to make the save.
You pulled up the
Yeah.
the avoiding the gaze, right?
Okay, so
to
20
avoid, we have a 50% chance to not have to make it. If we're wearing the blindfold,
Mm-hmm.
he's got concealment against us, but we don't have to.
Mm-hmm. So 27. So unfortunately, you did not avert your gaze. Roll a fortitude save.
Ah, damn.
Okay.
Yeah, the bonus was the smoke look.
Zahtra
Well-
is turned to stone. Nalia, your turn.
Mission failed successfully.
Don't worry, Burk. We'll get you out.
You were doing avert gaze instead of the blind.
He was
Yeah.
trying to look.
No,
for
I had my back turned to the thing. I thought, if I lower my blindfold while I'm looking at a wall, surely I can't die, right? As it turns out, the rules are a little foggier than that, and
Yeah, man.
them's the shakes.
It's actually, it just proves that you've got eyes in the back of your head, man. It's all.
There's no facing. There's no facing.
Yeah,
So I had
which
so I had
is-
it- um.
I mean, I'm all right with it. Don't get me wrong here. I'm all right with it. I took off the blindfold. I took a risk.
Okay, so my creature is going to actively try to turn the creature to stone that is pinning him.
So it can't because it has to use it to actively gaze is an attack ability, which he cannot do while pinned.
So what can I do is pin to try to get out?
Yeah, basically they can only try to escape at this point.
Okay, so what's my modifier that I need to...
Yep.
let me go to his character sheet. Okay.
So he can try
like
to
a
beat
CMB?
my. Yeah, he can. Let's see here. Bop, 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 bop. So denied dex bonus, modified attack is limited. They can always attempt it. So yeah, combat maneuver, escape artist try to break out of the pin, but we're still in the grapple.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, it feels much better being on this end of the grapple.
So I didn't make a CMB check, correct?
Yep, CMB versus my CMD.
Okay, so let me roll. Okay, I'm so hold up. Bite is that and that. Sorry, I had to calculate. Cody, I guess Cody didn't think that was gonna happen. So let me roll to. There's no way that's that though.
I didn't think that we were going to grapple him either.
Okay, so sorry, I had to calculate it really quickly. I rolled a 30. Am I still pinned?
Nope, but you are on a grapple.
I am grappled now. Okay. And that's all I can do, because that's my turn. I can't petrify or nothing.
Nope, because you use your attack action to break the grapple.
Okay. There we go. Rondo, your turn. Rondo, your turn, big dog.
Okay. So yeah. I think so. He's got the thing grappled or pinned. I'm going to.
Pin.
Yep. I'm gonna close my eyes so that I'm still blind. I'm going to take off my blindfold and then attempt to put the blindfold over the thing's eyes.
It's not pinned anymore, just so you know.
He can still join the grapple though as a free action.
Yeah, I guess he wouldn't know. He wouldn't know anyway.
Yeah, I'm not built to grapple though. Well, that's what I was trying to do. So when I take the thing off and I lean forward and put my hands around his mouth, to put the blindfold on, you can do your thing.
No clue.
So you
I
want
have
to roll?
no clue what that is.
You want to roll at a assisted to grapple or no?
So
Yeah, I mean, I'm leaning into. I was trying to tie something around its head, so I suppose that's me attempting to hold on to it. But I'm trying to blindfold it. Is the issue? So
Yeah, this
unfortunately,
feels like
I am.
a-
Yeah, I'm small, so this isn't going to go like it.
I feel like to blindfold something, it would need to be like a pinned, wouldn't you think?
I have no idea.
You would think.
I mean, I'm grabbing it right now. So I mean, the creature can't move, and is basically flat-footed against anyone who is not me at this point. So
Yeah, we need this.
So if this is, this is like I'm wrestling an alligator. I don't know. Some of you guys are from the south. How's that work?
I would think it would need to be pinned because even if you grab me, I'm still gonna fight my head. So combat maneuver check of 22.
Well, you're a jiu-jitsu
You
guy,
join
right?
the grapple.
Yeah, but that's not fair because I'm trained. But you joined a grapple,
Well, that's what I'm
yes.
saying.
You joined a grapple.
I'm saying you're a jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah.
So like, imagine pulling guard and somebody's trying to pass and they've already like sliced your leg, but then somebody else jumps on your head.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you can join the grapple with that. You can join the grapple with that check. Good go. So you'll get a +2, Gene, to
I don't know
maintain
what
the
that-
pin for next round. And if you do it again next round, so this is what I'll do, just for simplicity's sake. Rondo, you're successful in assisting. Gene will use the bonus, a +2, to pin him down. If that's successful, then Rondo can then, with another successful, at a he can then attempt to blindfold the creature. Let's just go with that. Okay.
Sure.
Good.
Broderick.
You realize how unlikely it was that was successful.
Yeah,
It's
but next time, if he's successful, he'll take even more penalties. Okay. And it's okay because this is a dicey battle. Even if you go back and forth, the back and forth is better than everybody being turned to stone. Now it is Broderick's turn.
Alrighty. Because I realized through the chat that we were sharing that using a skill would actually take my action. So, first off, swift action, keeping up the raging song.
Okay.
And then I'm going to quickly hit something. Give me just one moment because I'm trying to do some math here. Alright, there we go. And for the heck of it, I'm going to fire my crossbow, which through Raging Song, I have given it the frost property. And so, here's to hoping. I've calculated in the negative that I take for firing blinded and for firing into combat. So this isn't going to be pretty.
Okay.
I have no idea. I have no idea if that hits with it being
No, it doesn't.
down and
It doesn't.
okay.
But A for effort.
And then move action will then be to reload the crossbow.
Fair enough.
And that's the end of my turn.
Gene, what would you like to do as you are wrestling back and forth with this creature?
Yeah, with the assistance from, I'll assume it's a friend because it doesn't have scales and it's currently in a grapple with me.
Yes.
And it's not grabbing me specifically, so.
Oh yeah, crap! Spiritual weapon. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
get that spirited weapon on, bro.
It's a
Natural one, so nothing.
All right. So 21 plus 5 to maintain 26, 2 from a banner 28, and with the assistance from Rondo, that makes it a clearing of 30.
Yep, it is pinned down.
Blind it!
Okay. Guko, your turn. The creature
Come on,
needs
Space
to
Kitty!
the creature needs to
Hold
make
on,
another fortitude save or be turned to stone.
Hold on for one more round!
Dang it.
Best Space Kitty ever! Eat him alive! Eat him alive! Just save some blood for us.
The creature roars and
Pump his stomach after.
dies in your arms, Gene.
Must have been something I said.
That's verging on Rickroll territory there.
Oh, come on. If I can't make sweet 80s references, what's the point?
Agreed.
And now everyone can see the creature. Upon inspecting it, you notice that it seems that its hide is tougher. Would anyone like to make a knowledge arcana check?
Here goes nothing.
Yes.
I'd like to, but I'm currently petrified still, so I'll wait until somebody frees me.
Yeah, let's.
Okay. Knowledge arcana. Everyone's healed 13 damage, or 13 HP. Everyone's healed 13. And so we are going down to 13. So everyone healed 13 HP if you took damage. So we got the channel from Guko, so make sure you take that off. Also, you are drinking a potion of cure light wounds from Gene, so heal your 6. I see that. Guko is getting the blood. Correct, Guko?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get as much as I can. I think how many doses can we pick up?
Well, it's only gonna stay alive for about an hour. It's usually one D3 medium creatures.
Right. Which
But
is not even
it's,
enough to get
yeah.
all of our comrades back.
But
You can say how many small creatures then? Because we've got Burk and Zahtra. Do we have any others?
That's right. Actually, yeah, that's right. So if we get 3 mediums.
you only need one.
Typically, it's 2 small equals 1 medium,
Yeah,
doesn't
you
it?
only need one. So,
Right.
I mean, I rolled 3 anyway, so that would be 6 medium creatures. So you do it. You have enough, and you pour the blood on Zahtra, and she is reverted
So we
back
can
to
say-
flesh.
We can save Zahtra, the gnome. Burke was Burke a gnome?
Yeah, Bert.
Burk's a kobold.
Burke's a kobold, and Zahtra is a kobold.
Thank you.
And so we can save like one extra, right? Like one random kobold that was turned to stone that isn't.
If there are any surviving ones,
Might be
I
worth-
do a field check on the Basilisk to see if I recognize its scales as having any similarity to the kobold's black scales?
That would be more to a still the knowledge arcana check.
Okay.
So everyone rolled one except for Zahtra. I'm gonna wait for Zahtra to roll a knowledge arcana check before I tell you too much.
Can we take 20 on the knowledge arcana?
So
Nope. can't take 20 if I'm not wrong.
No knowledge checks. So Broderic and Zahtra pulling their minds together, they look and they notice that this is no ordinary basilisk. They also notice that it is smaller than a full-grown one. It seems to be an offspring of a black dragon and a basilisk. But what is even more scary, as you look, you see a familiar symbol, Broderic. You see an extra eye has been carved into the forehead. And without making any religion checks, you know that this is a symbol of the mother monsters.
By the Iron Lord, we've got issues. This isn't good. And I pull out Dragon Fang, the sword, and just chop this creature's head off.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Whoa.
even see that
Gee,
symbol.
what the-
They've been popping up all over the place.
Lamashtu's been on the move for a couple of weeks now, primarily in Sandpoint. I was brought out here through the dreamscape because of her presence here. We're all in great danger.
Lamashtu isn't a very nice person then, huh?
I've been looking for some of her sacred texts. The Lamu. There are 4 of them. 3 of them have been accounted for, but one of them's been missing for a while. I thought it was in the hands of either some sort of goblin-like chieftain. But since I've been on this quest and I was brought here, makes me wonder if maybe it's here.
Sacred text, like a book or a scroll or something.
It's, unfortunately, it's something that is made out of skin. Human skin. I don't know exactly what it looks like, if it's in the shape of a book, or if it's like a leathery kind of scroll, but either way, it's supposed to, contain rituals of sorts.
Oh, that's no good. Yeah, they're not very nice in this place. We had a few blokes before that tried to feed us, what was it, gnome? was not very nice at all.
I was actually here for that, on that part, and then I got a little nauseous after eating the gnome on accident. Sorry.
Yeah, disgusting. Okay, well, we've got a basilisk. We've got some stuff to pick up in the other room, I think now. We can do so without being interrupted, I guess. And then I suppose we can proceed further into the cave. I'd hate to see what the mother and father of this thing look like.
I have a feeling
Ideally, we want to meet them,
before.
but
And Broderic, you notice the feeling that I told you,
You have?
especially around the sword seems to be responding more towards draconic beings. The sense that you got, the melting, the burning sensation, wasn't enough to hurt you, but you. Oh, my bad. I understand. You DM me a question. Yeah. I got you. You DM me a question. That answer was something else. Yeah. You figure that is coming from the sword. My bad, Spencer. In Broderic's hand. Yeah, it's like a burning, but more like an undertone, like a bleach. Like say a bleach was on your hand and stayed there for a while. It doesn't burn on top of it. Burns epidermis.
I was.
Yeah, that just sword, and you recognize that, especially as you're starting to learn more about your sword now.
Yeah, I was over in left field with that one.
I was too, sir. I was, yeah. But anyways.
I want to go make sure that we get all the stuff from the other room or whatever.
Okay, just make sure you put it in the session info, please.
Session info.
Session loot, and then we'll update it. From that session, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 small daggers, 7 small daggers. You find a short one composite, a +1 composite short bow, and you find a sling, a masterwork sling, a +1.
Where's the session loot?
Wait, +1 or masterwork?
A +1 sling.
And then a +1 short bow as well?
Mm-hmm. Composite short bow.
Now, one of us uses a sling, right?
I think there are a couple of people. Somebody else said they used a sling.
Yeah, I heard somebody.
yes, that would be me. I use a sling.
You want to upgrade? This seems like a better one.
Magical, or what? What do you mean?
Oh yeah, no, it's got some kick to it. Got a bit of a bite. Try it out. For
I may
size.
see about okay. I am going to keep my old one still, because it is of ritual importance.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fair. All right, so we put 7 daggers. What else was it?
7 daggers. I would just kind of collect it and put it because you don't want to be over encumbered.
And then a +1 short bow.
Mm-hmm.
Composite, is it a strength composite or just regular?
That's a regular one.
Okay.
And then you find the masterwork, the small lance, I believe, and then what's else on the character sheet? You find masterwork small lance, masterwork small chainmail. The heavy wooden shield's already been accounted for, and the cloak of resistance has already been accounted for. So, what would the group like to do as you are... Okay.
Yeah, as soon as we're out of combat, definitely thank Rondo for the assist, for getting in there.
Captain of the
Yes,
guard.
thank you for
Thank
you for saving me. As an aside,
You deserve a medal. Holding down a lizard monster with your bare hands. I've never seen the like.
All of these guard duty, sir.
Well, you certainly took it upon yourself to do it with exemplary performance. I'll be sure to let anyone who would be in charge of your promotions know.
You see Zahtra as she, is busy herself gathering those of her fallen kindred, even those that would hurt her. She saying quick rites in a mix of draconic and common, and just collecting herself and coming back to the party. So the group, you have fought the Basilisk. You have discovered that it is tied to a black dragon, and it is also connected to the mother monsters. What seems to be a trickle or a trail of breadcrumbs from the lost coast of Sandpoint and made its way to Nabor is intertwined and connected to maybe the cause of the collapse of the Wizard's Tower. Let's regain a marching order as Gene continues
I would
to
say
make his way down the cave. We have two directions, Gene. I'm gonna move you. You can go. Put Nolly here. Nolly's there. She wants to scout.
Before we go, I forget if does my connection to my familiar also let me know its general direction from me?
Yeah, I will say that you feel the pull, not to the southeastern passage, but to the southwestern passage.
If we might, could we check out the southwestern passage first? I would like to gather my Akesi and her brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Noalia, do you mind scouting ahead again?
Okay.
I will give you guidance again for a +1 to a skill check.
I will probably still be sitting on the floor, padding up, getting mauled by a basilisk.
Okay.
I'll also, Gene, I'll give you a Cure Light potion and tell you this one may taste a little different. It was the first one I ever made, so...
Oh dear. If anybody's still injured, I could take care of that. I've got lots of replenishment.
Make a stealth check,
basically-
Nalia.
I'm basically fine. I'm just at the roleplay wise. I just got mauled.
Make one more. Make a fresh stealth check.
Okay, this should have a +1 from guidance, which I can't add in, so...
That's fine.
Well, I might be able to.
No, that's okay. We got you. Let me see what we got here. We got here.
How long has it taken for us to get?
What you mean? Like, taking for what?
Okay, so when we left the sub, we had 1 hour.
Oh, 10 minutes. It was a 10-minute walk from there to the sub. And all those rounds took, what, a minute?
Okay.
So we'll say 5 minutes pass. So 15 minutes. We got around 45 minutes.
Okay.
We got, you got 15 minutes to an hour for the flash flood comes.
We gotta move.
You got 45 minutes for the flash flood. Okay, Nalia.
It wouldn't be a good scene without us running from the floodwater.
Okay, Nalia, you are good. Keep on scouting around. Keep on scouting up, Nalia. And I'll tell you what you see.
Oh, I think I broke my character sheet. Give me 1 second.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Nalia, as you make your way back to the party to report, what do you report?
I say there's a lizard in a pen and these kobolds are poking at it. I'm not sure if they're going to attack it the way they did the beetle earlier.
Like a lizard like the one we just fought?
Nasa Lily.
Okay, whew. I don't think I could take too many more of them. So they're poking
Well,
it?
it is good that
actually-
Nasa Lily is still alive. I was worried.
Well, we better get down there to help him out. Him, her.
Yeah. Is this the
This is your
Zahtra.
friend, right?
Yeah, Zahtra, this is yours, correct?
Nasa Lily is mine, but they are not my Akesi. Akesi is probably still hidden in the area. I hope that she is still watching her brother. But Nasa Lily is, well, I found her egg and I raised it and she hatched, but I've thus far been unable to identify exactly what she is, so I just call her Little Stranger. Nasa Lily.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and save your pet then, I guess, and then we'll save another pet. Not sure.
Yeah. All right, I'll march down with the light still on the.
You're going the wrong way, Gene. It's left where Nolly is at.
Perfect. Then yeah. I'll
Follow
follow
us.
after.
Zahtra will scamper along close
So,
behind the two heavy hitters.
Did you grab the tower shield or no?
Yes.
So as you're walking down the hall, you're definitely making noise at the tower shield. Nolly, you notice a kobold walk up to you, and another one seems to want to know what the tension is, and that's where we will start combat again.
Dun, 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 dun.
We can. It's not that big of a combat, so we can keep this order, or we can just let Nolly go since she's in front. That's really up to y'all.
Go for it, Nalia.
Go for it.
So, do they have any black scales that I can see?
These do not, from what you can see. But if it could be small. It could be, if you want to make a perception check. Yeah, Nalia, these do not have any black scales. They look like small kobolds, like weak kobolds.
Okay, I call back to Zahtra and say there are two kobolds here and I don't see any black scales on them. Would you like to talk to them?
Yes, I can try.
Yeah, give it a shot, mate.
And Zahtra, nudges and pushes her. Well, assuming that they don't immediately draw arms on us. Have they drawn arms and started combat, or are we still...
Well, we
what's the-
are in initiative, I think.
Yeah, you can just
Are
go.
they attacking?
No, I mean, no. Nalia got the
Okay.
sense. They're surprised. Like, they were shocked.
Okay. I'm just confirming that they have not started combat. I can just freely move and push my way forward to
Yeah,
try and speak
yeah,
with them
you
before
can.
combat starts.
You can.
Okay. Do I recognize either of these two?
Yeah, it's little peasant kobolds that mine and stuff, and that they're like frogs. They used to like help breed frogs for food, stuff like that.
Well, greetings, clansmen. Are you safe? Are you well? I am unsure who to trust during these times right now.
They look at you and they look kind of surprised, and they are like, "You stone. You turn stone." Are you talking Draconic or are you talking in common?
Probably in Draconic.
Okay. Well, they speak a little bit more eloquently. It's still kind of, not as the best because they are more common kobolds. But they speak to you and says, "Zahtra, Nice to see you unharmed. We saw you turn to stone. We wanted to do something, but we couldn't. We were told to come down and keep guard of your pet. I'm sorry if we hurt it. We just didn't want to. We didn't want to get hurt. You know how the tribe has changed over the past, whatever he says. Over the past couple of
It is
say
okay.
weeks, he was saying.
I forgive you.
Yeah, past sleeps. There we go.
So long as you are safe, so long as you are safe, and so long as you do no harm to those that follow me. They were seen in a vision to me, and as I understand it, I am to follow them, and they are to guide us to something. There was a flame, and I know it has something to do with our future.
He tells you
We
there-
do not have to all become ash.
He says a lot of the other kobolds, or he would say kobold, he would say clansmen, he would say clan, yeah, he would say a lot of our other clan have left. If you notice, the caves may be barren. The bigger, blacker kobold is down more in the cave. They took a lot of the things that we've been mining away to another location, but I don't know why even we're still here. We have slaves, and some of the green are still here. Some of our clansmen are here, but most of the black scales have left, thankfully. But I was too scared to leave because I don't know where to
Understandable. If I have any say in this, we will purge the black scales from this cave, and we will make this a safe place for us again. In the meantime, though, keep your head down. Do not come out until we send for you. You will be safe in here, at least. Also, do not try to leave the cave. As I understand it, there is a flood soon to come. So, don't go out there. It would probably even the strongest swimmer among you would probably drown. So, if that is all, I will.
Question for the GM: is this cave above or below?
I think make a survival check. Oh, below.
Wow.
All right,
Oh,
so then I would say, if they stay in the cave and they don't have gills, then
Why were we told? Okay, is that in common? That's in common. You said that, Rondo. Do you speak Draconic as well?
yeah, I don't. No, I can't. I have to do common. That's all I got.
Okay. Well, never mind then. If that makes us.
Well, I
pay
told our guy can relay that if he wants to.
Okay. So if you relay that, the other kobold will say Zahtra. That doesn't make sense. A lot of the weaker, I guess the ones that were bullied, the greenscales, we were told to stay in the cave, and then we were given this. And as he pulls up, is Broderic there?
I mean, we're all here.
Broderic is about two people behind us.
Okay.
I'm back behind, but I got back. Sorry, I had to put tell the kids good night.
He pulls. He says all of the weaker ones. If you check, and he pulls at this, we're given this. It was very painful. We were told to stay here in the cave. And he pulls up his shirt, and you see like huge gashes like that were made. Not gashes like a gash mark, but like they were painted onto him. And they were done very, very well, Nalia. It's like somebody painting. How people do that makeup or do paintings, and you see like the blood and whatever. You see like a gash in his abdomen, like a tattoo, yes, but of a painting. And Nala, you noticed that took some skill. Can I have a religion check?
Jeez, look at that thing.
That's brutal.
After seeing it, after seeing and hearing it, And Guko, with that, you tell them it can't be. But you say Lamashtu is a mother of monsters, but that's a mark of a follower of Lamashtu that hopes to bear a monstrosity into this world.
Right. Bad news, blokes. So,
You recognize this?
Yeah, this is a follower of Lamashtu. He's, that means he's probably close. He's, known to be, someone that wants to bear monster into the plane and destroy everything.
So they are marked for a ritual then?
Who
Do you know
gave
if there is a way to...
Ask
Who
them
did this to you?
Yeah.
He says the new priest.
Son of a whore.
What do you say?
Apparently, it is the new priest, the one in the many colored scales, the pink and green and black.
Shit. Yeah, that's gotta have been terribly painful. You sure they don't want revenge? They can help us out.
Please, we are weak as a tribe, and we were already weak, and now we have. These may well be the last two surviving members of my clan.
Oh dear.
At least that are.
They're not like you then. They're not.
I can continue.
He tells you. He says, "No, the hatchery's still intact, but I risk it being."
The hatchery is intact?
It's intact.
Okay.
It's deeper down the cave. It's intact. And there's a couple of guards there. There's he tells you, or she, whatever. It tells you there's a couple more. There's at least 12 more kobolds, and the hatchery's still here.
Good. Okay. We are not as destroyed as I thought we were. We are still close, but this gives me hope. Excellent. With your blessing, I will take Nasa from here. You may meet us at the entrance of the cave. We will attempt to locate somewhere safer from this oncoming flood. If the floodwater starts to rise, flee. Do not wait for me. If you are in danger, do not fight. Flee.
Okay.
Stay safe.
So that's two kobolds that have been salvaged, 3 NPCs, keeping that in track. At that moment, the kobold rushes over, and you see your pet rush over and give you a great big hug. And then you also notice tied to the creature's neck is your Akesi as well. And I will show people what this looks like. That is your Akesi here. Oh, hold up.
Hey, we found a kissy! Or whatever it is.
Yes, Akesi, you're well.
But
it is good to see you.
But then your other creature.
It's good to see you.
You see your other creature.
You have taken care of Nasa so well. Thank you so much.
It's Venomoth and Charizard. You're a Pokemon trainer.
I'm a what?
You're a Pokemon trainer. I never knew you was a Pokemon trainer.
Bless you?
Come on, we gotta keep going. You gotta get roll.
Oh, okay. What? Yes. Akesi, up. And Zahtra lowers her hand down and lets the viper scale her body and rest on her shoulders as she turns to the group. Well, we have saved many so far. We will, as I understand, our hatchery is still intact, and with it, 12 of my kin still survive.
What's that, not a Kessie? What's the other thing? What is that?
This is Nasa Lily. She is like I said, she is a small stranger. I raised her from an egg, but I have thus far been unable to identify what she even is.
Ah. Okay.
If any of you have any idea, I mean, she's been eating the crust insects and, pulverized meat that I've been giving her, but she is small. Or, what gender did I go with for Nasa Lily? I actually forget. I'm going to just go with she and call it a day.
We're not gonna go check, mate. Let's keep moving down the corridor. We got more of your friends to save, right? Those
right,
two
right.
guys.
Yes.
Tell us where to go, right?
Yes, and I probably still remember where the hatchery is too, but
right on.
then again, I was turned to stone for an indeterminate amount of time, so who knows how much I forgot while I was turned to stone. But yeah, let's go ahead and get directions on
All right. Is Nualia gonna scout ahead, or are we gonna put Valcor in front?
Yeah, once we get back to here, if Nualia does not mind, her information gathering is invaluable at this point. I will also eye this Basilisk like, wait, you guys said this was dragon scale?
Hell, sort of, right?
yes, it seems to be.
Maybe we could cut off the scales and use them.
Yeah, not to be crude, but that'd make a nice suit.
Hey, is there a way that we can take the eyes and put it on a mask so that anybody that looks at me like they turn into stone?
I just kind of hold up
That is
the head
disgusting sounding.
that I've got.
Oh, well, this was an idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Are any of us turned to stone currently by this thing being dead?
No, I guess
That
not.
probably will not work.
I mean, it works.
Also, it is disgusting.
Right? Perseus chopped the head off of a chick with lots of snakes in her hair. Kind of remind me of you.
One of the guys said that the blood would remove the stone shape on the.
Right.
Yeah.
What was left? What was left after the space cat chewed it up? I think
We had 3 doses, or 3.
Yeah,
million.
and we used one to free myself and Burke whenever.
Yeah,
he
the
comes
guy
back.
that was got stoned last time.
Wasn't there-
I
Didn't
got
we
you,
have 2?
Nalia. I'm watching you,
Yeah.
Nalia. I'm watching you. I'm just letting you see what you saw. You're
Okay.
reporting. You can tell the party what you saw. I can type it out to you though.
Yeah. I saw a kobold.
Is it one of the good ones or the bad ones?
She didn't make a perception check.
Was it green or black? That's kind of racist, huh?
Unfortunately, that is the way this is currently shaping out to be. Those that undergo the transformation and those that do not.
I mean, I don't want to be a profiler, but we have seen more aggression from the darker scales.
So I saw a kobold, a green kobold, and he looked like he was watching and keeping guard, but he didn't seem to be doing a very good job.
That's probably one of the good guys. Probably one of your blokes.
Possibly.
You want to go?
If you wish, I can go attempt. If you think it is safe, I can attempt to speak with him.
Probably. We'll be right behind you, mate.
Okay.
All right.
You know, it'd be
Well-
kind of cool if you could like start a coup. You know, get them all together, or get them all out of the cave or something. I don't know.
So Dahlia, I'm gonna let you keep your stealth check. The Zahtra and the party, you can move up there behind Zahtra. You see one. You can see.
Oh, hey, it's Burk.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, Burke's back. You are back, Burke, and you are not stoned anymore. But you are there. But anyway, let me get through this part. So Zahtra, you see another kobold kind of
I'll be right back.
lazily guarding this little area, and he comes up and he goes to attack Nalia. He does. You hear him, yark! But then Zahtra, you're there and you see this. What do you want to do mid-charge? You can use your ability that you have to intercept.
That's right.
Yep, and you're going to intercept and be like, what are you going to say?
Yeah, I will use the intercept ability, and I will flat out order him to cease fire and speak with me first.
So he sees you, and again, he's familiar with you because you are the priestess daughter, and he does say Zahtra, and he's kind of surprised to see you there, and he kind of like touches you, and he says, "No rock," and he kind of like rubs your skin.
No, I was apparently only stoned for a time. These people have been helping to purge the black scales from our home, and a few of the greenscales, but they understand that we are friendly now. I think anyway. They understand as well enough to. They understand well enough to tell us apart at least now. So ideally.
He tells you this. He says, I was put here on guard apparently when, and he says the pink skins came in earlier in the day. They caused trouble, so the rest of the tunnel is going to be expecting you. And please keep your eyes peeled.
Understood. I will lead them then. They are not a threat anymore.
He does tell you there's a couple more greens scattered around the cave, but at the end where our old leader's room is, or the shaman's room, that there is a lot of the greens, kind of in that area, talking to the leader, and he says, "Be wary of the old alchemists," or let me say alchemists, the old he would say your old mother's living quarters. We had to board it up. Some pink skin came and was doing some. He doesn't know. We heard noises in there, and he left, and we boarded up the room. We haven't been in there since.
Understandable. You have done well. Thank you.
What did they
Friends,
say?
we have our. There are more pink skins ahead, apparently. Whether this be gnome, human, or some other such from the surface, I don't really care. But apparently they have been in my mother's things, and an alchemy lab and one of your kin does not mix well, from what I understand. So currently they have cordoned the area off. There are more ahead. So I will lead and speak with them in your stead. But
Sounds good. We got you.
Okay.
I believe we are nearing my old home.
Okay.
And with it, hopefully, the usurper himself.
So the
So you're
kobold
I'd
asks
like
you.
to point out that the flood is.
Oh,
Sorry.
shit, the flood,
What are you
yes.
saying, Rondo?
I said I'd like to point out that the flood is coming.
Okay.
Ah, shit, yes, the flood. I'm...
No, I mean, we don't have time to go and find everything we want in the cave. We could come back after the flood is over.
Right. Zahtra turns back to the kobold sentry and informs him of the oncoming flood and warns him to to come with her, try and assist and locate as many of his kin as possible. We will be leaving this place, and we will hopefully find a new home soon. But
Okay. Well, that's,
this place will not last.
That kobold will go. I will assume that you relay the information, and he will go back to the beginning where the other kobolds is at. Okay.
Wonderful. Alright, and following that, I suppose I will just go ahead and, with your blessing, I will move ahead and try to notify the others that you are not a threat, and please do not shoot us, kill us, maim us, burn us with fire. You know, the works.
Okay. We'll continue to go up the cave. Everyone can start to move a little bit.
Squeeze up this way. There. Try to get my camera under control again.
Zahtra, can you slow down and let people catch up with you?
Ah, yes. Sorry.
Way up, way up. I'm coming. Okay. There you go.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting you're reliant on that stupid light.
Yeah. I mean, I could cast it every 5 feet, but that gets pretty ridiculous, you know?
At that moment, as Zahtra
Yes.
continues to roll, just go through the cave, you hear something a little more crumbling. I need
Look out!
everyone to make a reflex save.
Mother of shit.
You guys know?
Okay, so we have Guard Captain Valcor gets out the way. Krusty the Crocodile gets out the way. Everyone who scored below a 15. At that moment, Indiana Jones style, a boulder comes flying from the ceiling of this cave, and it hits everyone on the way out. Let me get the damage.
Oh shit, there's a...
Zahtra gives a frightened yarp, but says nothing as she's, you know, busy being pulverized, let's say.
13 damage to everyone besides Gene and Krusty.
Ow.
We're gonna die here.
But what's even scarier is that behind Krusty, the boulder stops and is lodged into the corridor.
Oh dear, so that means we're blocked in?
Ah.
I feel like somebody could have let us know, you know, like we've been talking to all of your friends and, you know, nobody mentioned a giant boulder. That's pretty relevant information, wouldn't you think? By the way, I heal
I'm
everybody.
beginning to think they were treating him as expendable. I'm beginning to think they were treating most of us as expendable rather than
Yeah, look, you better
resources.
make it pretty clear to these blokes that, that's not how we do things, you know, that my patience isn't infinite, you know?
I understand. I don't think we were the ones who have set this trap. I mean, I probably would have recognized it if that were the case. Probably. But,
Okay.
Don't expect traps in here.
As we continue to make our way down the path, you can go to the next room, guys. Everyone can move into the next room. You
yes.
see
Yes.
and there's no trap in there. You see a 5-foot hole in the northeast corner of the cave. You see a thick knotted rope that hangs down in the hole. You know, I'll tell you that it only takes a DC 5 climb check for a character to chamber down. Would anyone like to make a perception check to see how far they've got to climb? And I'll let Burke, as Burke catches up. Burke, it's about 20 feet down, and you're remembering. Zahtra, you're remembering it as well. It's about 20 feet down, of course.
Hmm. And this way leads to the Warrens, I'm guessing?
Mm-hmm.
Our home?
Mm-hmm.
Right. On we go then. And do I even need to roll for that in a safe
No,
environment like this?
Not in a safe environment, you don't. I'll have you, if you want
Okay.
to go down.
Good. Yes, I will lead them as I said I would.
How was Krusty getting down the hole? I'm just curious. And your pet, Dino, you want your pet to stay up here?
I don't know if
Actually,
Krusty
I
can
forget, did
climb
you say
the...
my pet was small or tiny?
Yeah, your pet's small.
Ah, so it's
Well, small to
about
tiny. Well, small
about
to tiny,
half as tall as I am.
It's getting on the verge of tiny to small. If that makes any sense. We're kind of in the midway of it growing.
Ah, understandable.
Yeah, but we're just say small for right now for space.
Yeah, it's still
it's like a big
little
dog.
bit
Yeah.
too big to carry, though.
For you maybe, but not for a medium
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
I mean, for the little guy, I'm sure you could toss a rope around him and carry him up, but Krusty's not insignificant. He weighs his...
In that case, I will leave Akesi with Nasa again, just for now. We will be back up shortly. Akesi, of your sister. And I will leave Akesi and Nasa Lily up here.
This is a hole. We're climbing down. Are we going to use like something?
There's a rope.
Okay, that works. You don't want to bring your pets?
Yeah, I'm just leaving Nasa Lily and Akesi here. They do not handle ropes very well. Well, Akesi does, but Nasa is...
Yeah, we just put them on like the captain of the guard's back.
I mean, if you want to carry him, then absolutely, I will not turn you down.
It's up to you, mate.
Carry her.
Gene, what would you like to do, Gene? Because you also have a tire shield. We're going to throw the tire shield down? Or what do you want to do? Because you're pretty weighted. You're going to take a major penalty.
I got an even better idea. Put the tower shield down, and I'm going to ride it like a sled all the way down this little thing.
It is a sheer 20-foot drop. You're going to break your
It's
kneecaps.
gonna be lots of fun. Okay, maybe not. All right, it was worth a shot.
Don't go breaking your legs, please.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put the tower shield on my back, and if it's getting Akesi and the other small creature along, then I'll happily let him ride or carry him.
Well, it's not...
Does anyone have any rope to...
I mean,
What's that?
pets are useful. I mean, if your pets are useful, bring them. That's true. I mean, I could say how much
That
rope
is
do
true.
you have left? How many inches of rope do you have left? I mean, I think it's safe to assume that you could just take the rope, maybe splice some together, and then just pull the rope up, and then just lower the crocodile down there. I mean,
I was gonna say I have like either 50 or I used to have 100 feet of rope. Let me double check my character sheet.
Yeah, I've got a bit.
I've got a lot of rope.
We could create like a rope bridge with all the rope we got.
Okay, just
Brooke had
50.
feet. Brooke had another 50. Did he?
I've got 30 left. Where was all this rope last time when I was looking for it?
he wasn't here. He was on the boat.
Backpack.
Okay. So let's just who wants to go down first, and we'll say that the gators lower down after.
I'll be the brave one.
Okay. Guko.
Yeah, I can go,
Who's going first?
I'm pretty.
We have since everybody just ate part of that boulder. Glasses and care.
We're all healed.
Pardon me? What do you mean all healed?
I channeled energy.
The Boulder got us 13, and the Channel Rashi cured us for 15.
Okay.
Pretty useful when I want to be, huh? Right?
Yep, you did a good job. Who's going down the hole first?
Here, I'll go.
I will go first. So, well, I will go first or second, so that the other kobolds do not attempt to murder, maim, or whatever.
That's fine, because luckily, since you did go first, you see another kobold there that looks like he's going to attack you with a sling, and then you speak to him, and the conversation pretty much goes the same. The only new information he tells you, and you see the things here. You notice he tells you that lots of the frogs here. As you see, there's 2 ponds here. That was for breeding frogs, but you know this. The frogs are bare, and he tells you that that was odd, but it was taken when all the other kobolds left. And there's only a couple of frogs here.
Interesting. They have taken all the frogs with them, then?
Yes.
Damn, and I was hungry.
He does take it. Everyone can continue to
Unfortunate.
make our way down. I'm going to move everybody.
So, whoop.
Well, I suppose if we was bringing a crocodile down, it's a good thing the frogs are gone. He probably would have ate them.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
Well,
so he's going to go.
Fortunately, they are no longer here, so...
So you tell him, he goes up. Not to speed through, but that's just, it makes sense. So in this room, pretty much what I have written is that it's pretty much like I said, the snacking pools. This is for snacks, of course. If the kobolds, needed to have like food, they would just breed frogs here. You see that it is kind of, it's tapped dry, which is odd.
Wait, the whole thing is dry?
Are they trying to feed an army or something?
What did you say, Nalia?
Well,
you can say that in game.
So Zahtra, I heard your voice back on the sub before we came into the cave for the first time.
What? When? Because I have not left the cave since before.
It was before.
I haven't left the cave in. Huh. Interesting. Well. I will have to speak with you again about this soon, but right now I believe we are on the clock for when that flood will happen. I wish we had more time to speak about it.
So
I truly do.
We got another kobold. The party can continue sneaking through the cave. So Zahtra can go. Everyone can start like walking, sliding their way through the cave best you can. Yeah, I'll kind of put you here. So here it opens up. You see a large pool of dark water. It sits in the middle of this large but low cavern. Zahtra, luckily again, you're going. You see two kobolds here. They tell you that pretty much the same story about how they were supposed to stay here. A lot of the weaker ones. There is a leader here. The bigger, weird-looking kobold that's now the leader. He said they took everything out of here with them in containers. It was a pink skin came and was doing stuff in your mother's room. Was doing some type of they're saying some type of what would they say, like some type, I guess they would use magic too, or abilities like your mother have and you have. And they were pulling creatures from the lab in here and doing like grafts. So they were like putting different types of skin on them but they took they took all that and left.
And tattoos. I saw a
Huh.
tattoo.
Strange. Very strange. I wonder if there is something in my mother's old room that will indicate where they have gone,
He rushes
or
up telling
at
you.
least what they were doing.
He rushes up to you, wide eyes, and he kind of like grabs you and says, "You mustn't. There was something that went wrong, and we had to board up the room."
Yeah, but I mean, we got to.
When you say went wrong, do you mean worse than the monster that turns you to stone for looking at it that we saw up earlier in the cave?
Yeah, so that is a pet of the leaders of our new leader's master. I don't know what happened, but it scared the pink skin, and he what did he say? Was it he locked the door and forbade us from going in there.
Well, that just makes me wish to know what is inside even more, but on the same note, she taps her foot impatiently for a moment and then snaps her fingers. I will confer with the spirits and find out whether or not opening this door will bring us great woe, or whether it will turn out all right with our newfound allies from above.
Yeah, I mean, we got to try, right? If your mother's in trouble.
He says,
Well-
it's my turn here to feed the old seer, and you tell him and relate information, and he just grants you luck, and him and the other kobold leave, so that's 2 more kobold.
Wonderful. We may actually have a tribe at the end of this.
Okay, continue.
All right, lead on. Maybe New Orleans should go.
In the meantime, I will... Is my mother's alcove nearby here?
It's
Is
below.
it one of these
It's below.
3 branches?
This is nothing. There's a way here, of course. Here's like what you remember to be the weapons stash, and here you actually see something kind of familiar as you hear a cough coming out of this room.
I believe somebody is trying to get my attention.
As you walk, everyone can see there's a kobold on a mat here. He's bandaged up. And Zahtra, you recognize him as one of a father figure, if there ever was one in kobold society. He was a fellow seer, shaman of your mother's. And you knew he went blind. As you walk up to him, he speaks to you, and he says, he sniffs the air, and he says, "Zahtra, is that you?"
It is I. I have returned. I am sorry I was gone for so long.
He reaches out his hand, Zahtra, his left hand.
I take his hand gently in my own.
He says, "If my nose tells me truth, you have brought strangers with you."
Yes, I have seen them in a vision. They would have brought ash to our home, but they also seek to destroy the black scales.
He sniffs again
But
and says,
with-
"I'm sorry, continue."
With myself and Lexi in their care, we are able to convince our brothers to not harm them and to instead, we must leave this place. There is a flood incoming soon, and if we do not quit this place, it will surely flood.
He says, "I have seen them. They will bring destruction. I have told." He says, Good. But sadly, I'd hope to see this ruin before my journey to the afterworld. But I will settle this for listening in from the great beyond. Beware the great scaly beasts, strangers." As he kind of looks, but you can see his opaque eyes. He seems to speak in reason, but his words are poison. The ones he calls from the darkness. They are harbingers of chaos destruction. And he looks at you and says, if you do not take heed, surely our world and your worlds will be destroyed. At this moment, he rips off a necklace and he hands it to you. And you can see that he starts to slump away and he starts to breathe pretty heavy. And as you take this necklace from him, he lets out a huge agonal breath. It's just very painful for him. And he kind of slumps and his head falls to your knee.
Oh, that sucks.
Rest well, Great Elder. Rest well. Zahtra will say a quick rite for the fallen, and then turn to the others and relay to them the last prophecy he granted her.
So, you detect magic.
Ooh, detect magic. Yes, I didn't even think to trigger that, but yes.
You get one thing. It's two. It is a phylactery. A phylactery of faithfulness, which is odd for a kobold to have for the party. Not Zahtra. This is But you also see that's connected to a pearl of power of first level.
Interesting.
Who was this old blind cat?
This was one of our elders, a seer, a prophet like my mother, and well, hopefully like myself. Ideally, I won't die quite so quickly as either of them, but Zahtra kind of just sighs and looks away for a moment. Regardless, they gave us one last prophecy. We must beware the scaly one and his minions from the dark.
Okay.
Both of these are pretty potent items. This one here helps keep you on the good and narrow. It tries to keep you pointing in the right direction, morally speaking. And this one here allows you to summon up the energy from one of your spells that you've cast earlier in the day. So any spellcaster could make good use of this. Do we have anybody that would like to?
Well, 'tis fortunate I am a spellcaster.
Hey,
but
perfect. Good timing.
Lexi, speaker. Burk, you said your name is now.
Yeah. Yes. I'm tired. It was such a long day today.
I forget if you are also a student of the arcane. If either of these items appeals to you, you would have first dibs as well.
Yes.
I could make use of the pearl, but
I cast magic that I don't know if it's arcane or what. I just say stuff and stuff happens.
Right.
Like
in that case, if it is well with you, I will take this pearl as his blessing, and if any of you require this phylactery, you may take it with my blessing.
Yeah, I feel you should have both, mate. If you need them, I mean, he was your friend. Phylactery could go to pretty much anybody. Probably has good use with the clerics. I know I'm one. I know Broderic's one, but I know that Broderic could probably make better use of this than I. I have a very
right.
Oh yeah, New Orleans. Yeah, absolutely. I have a very eclectic moral compass. I don't know if this would be exactly the item for me.
Well, we can just bag it right now, and we can continue on.
True.
Yeah, because I don't.
Right. I mean, I'd need to look at the items,
Yeah, it's fine.
at
Yeah,
the items
it's
text
not,
in the
not too crazy,
first place, because I don't even...
That's fine. We can
Yeah.
we can look at it so we can continue on. Okay. So the party, the group continues on and makes our way down. So now things are starting to look more familiar, even though you've been turned to stone through visions, all that. You're coming to where your mother and the seer's chambers were, and yours as well, and some of the other promising kobolds before they were kicked out of the tribe, who had abilities more towards the magical, the realistic. As you make your way, Zahtra, followed by Nolly and Burk, you continue south. You start to see the door here, and you notice that there's a little bit of rubble, and the door is boarded up. Now, you can't. It's not something you can just open. It might take a little time to clear it.
Time we do not have, I might add.
It just depends.
Well,
So, if the
Well,
cave-
if I was hoping for a sign, it's not outside. If any of you wish, we can open this, and we can try to discern where they went from here, but
isn't this the one they?
I am
boarded
more
up?
worried about... Yes, the one that the pink skin was terrified of what was inside.
Is there another entrance?
There is
No, I guess.
this one entrance here, and then there's more in the cave this way.
Yeah, I suppose it wouldn't make any sense.
Also
to board-
boarded up, I'm assuming?
No,
Or...
this is just you're headed to more of the cave here.
I feel like we've
Okay,
got
so the...
we've got to take a look eventually, right?
Yeah, what were you saying, Mariah?
I was wondering if the flash flood fills the cave, how long it would take to empty, but I didn't roll very well.
Yeah, and unfortunately we don't even know how... I mean, I know sort of how big the cave is, but I wouldn't be able to relay it to you on, like... I don't know how cave drainage systems work.
So what does the group want to do? Do you want to continue on, or do you want to take a little time and clear the alchemist lab?
I mean, I say we clear the alchemist lab and then. Wait, how long would it take?
Okay, the engineering check.
Oh dear.
No engineering here.
Dungeoneering.
Dungeoneering. I do have dungeoneering.
I'd say it's about 23 hours.
Burke tells you that if everyone helps, you can do it in 10 minutes. But Burke also tells you.
Come on, everyone.
Burke also tells you that it was not just haphazardly put here, that it was reinforced to make sure whatever was in there cannot get out.
You guys
We
want to take a
can,
look at the rest?
we can take it all in 10 minutes, but I don't think it was an accident. I think it was put here to prevent something from coming out.
Okay, so let's
So,
take care of the
They
rest.
might not want to
and
take
then
it out.
Let's come back to this if we have enough time. How about that?
Yes, I agree. This is not a risk we should be taking currently.
All right, Leon.
Whatever is in there will just have to stay in there for now.
Okay, continue on, party.
Do I know which way it would be to find the
Continue
chieftain,
going.
our leader's
Yep,
hut?
You're going the right way.
Excellent.
About how far
Then-
away are we from this chieftain?
Not very far.
I cast Iron Skin.
Not long now. Not
Well, I
long
mean, I
now.
wouldn't say that far. I don't know how long it works. Here. You start.
It's not round. It's not round per level, so it's
Okay.
at least flat.
Okay, so you know that way Zahtra is a roundabout. It's gonna take you back to the beginning, and this way is more down.
So this narrow passageway leads
Mhm.
to our destination, the
You remember it being very small chamber in there, and that it's like a long walkway, and on the bottom of it goes down to even to past your dark vision. Your mother always warned you as a little hatchling not to go in this way.
Wait, she told us not to go this
So
way.
there is a yes, there is a pit this way. It goes down far deeper into the earth than should be possible. But we have no choice, do we? We need to confront the one who invaded our home.
That's very true.
My home.
All right, let's do it.
So Zahtra, you continue to walk.
Unless we let the cave fill with...
What, Nalia?
Unless we let the cave fill with water and drown anything in here.
That would be ideal. That would be ideal, but at the same time. Oh wait, no. If there's a pit here, though, then it's probably going to take eons for that to fill. Whatever's in here is probably perfectly fine.
So you see,
That's probably where we'll get washed out.
as you continue, you see the ceiling. This chamber rises to a lofty 12 feet. The cave floor drops away into a pair of long pits. Between them, a ridge of stone forms a pretty devious walkway that's going to require a little bit of balance to getting off of. Their tribe never reinforced it as more like of another defense measure to the chieftains, where of the cave. But there's another little. You really can't make out what's on, but that's what you see. I don't want to read anything else. That's what you see as right now. You continue to go.
Why don't we rig another one of those ropes so we've got something to hold on to?
Well, he's got to go more into the room. Not everybody even there.
Yeah, someone's got to cross it first.
Yeah. Well, I personally do not trust my balance as well as.
Well, it's fine.
Not enough to stake my life on it, at least.
You just can't. It's fine to take your time and walk, but you don't want to
fight someone here.
Like fight on there, because then you gotta make a balance check.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, considering that there is also probably our enemy ahead, I will first drop low enough and, crouch, try and peek around the corner first off, and just see if I can make visual contact and, just double check that I'm not about to walk into a firing squad or something.
Okay. Well,
Nualia ahead.
you see a green kobold. Make a perception check. Let me see. You see a green kobold dressed
I said
in...
don't look down.
You notice, you do see a black scale kobold and a green scale kobold. Make a stealth check as well, Zahtra, to see if they see you.
I made one a little further up, if you want to use that one,
yep,
or
17.
I can roll it again.
No, 17's fine. Let me see what the ambush here. Let me see, nothing crazy. Perception. Let's see what I rolled. Oh, got him. And then let me roll for his. Oh, no, that's it. I'm just gonna use that just because he didn't make it. Okay. So the green definitely sees you, Zahtra, but unfortunately he moves to engage and to pop you because you did not sneak. He is going to attack you, and he lets out a little tink of his blowgun. Does a 20 hit you? Yep, a 20 hits you.
20 definitely hits.
Can you make a fortitude save for me, and then everyone roll initiative for me, please?
Oh boy.
Oh, you're great.
Whoa.
Fine. You're fine. Hey, roll initiative for me.
Can you
Yeah, that
pull
was
me
a
under
nat.
the wall, please?
Yeah, I got you, meat wad. Give me a second.
Oh no, Guko became part of the wall.
This keeps happening to me. I keep ending up in a wall.
I got y'all. Okay.
I'm like, I'm right behind you guys.
Nalia, you are 21, so I'll give you guys order. I've got Nalia, Zahtra, Rondo, Burk. I got Broderic, I got Jean, and I got Guko. Okay, Nalia.
Did you roll damage on the? Did you roll damage on the blowgun, by the way?
It's 1
Did
damage.
Did it deal 1 or did it?
It dealt 1.
Okay.
Mhm.
Alrighty.
Okay. And that's combat. So Nalia, your turn.
Oh yeah, I forgot to click initiative again. There we go.
I can't
Look
seem
out,
to move
guys!
my
The fight
token.
music started.
Well, Nalia, if you want to push past, you can. It's up to you. I think for
Yeah, Zahtra definitely let out a.
Oh, I can turn.
Zahtra definitely let out a little panicked yarp. So I'm guessing you guys know that there's trouble ahead.
Yeah, what would you like to do, Nalia? I can move your character. I know this map's not the best formatted. This is so.
Okay, I'd like to go to the entrance of the,
Here we go.
do I have 2 tokens?
You shouldn't.
Okay, it keeps jumping between 2 spots.
Okay, do you see it now?
Yeah.
7 and wow, 7 and 7. I'm good. Okay. So what would you like to do, Nalia?
Shoot the short bow.
Yeah, which one? The left one or the right one?
The right one.
Okay. Nalia is still unfamiliar with the bow as well as your hands. We're going to, unfortunately, you're going to miss. And you did move, and that's your round. So now it will be. I don't know what happened to y'all's initiative. That was crazy. Why did it change like that? That's so weird.
Change like what?
It just all the numbers changed. Zahtra, what's your initiative?
Because you had us roll again, right?
10 should be.
Okay, that was odd.
I didn't add any bonuses in.
Oh yeah, what's your
Or were we
bonuses then,
supposed to-
Nalia?
So I get one from Burke's flag.
Yes, you do.
And
Burke's- I don't have my flag out yet.
oh, and also my
Base attack bonus, and yeah. Because all you did was roll a d20.
yeah, I did not add that.
Oh my bad, I didn't really
I don't
saw
have-
the roll.
I don't have my flag out yet, and still you need to be seeing it
But yeah.
to make it for it to
What's
have an
your-
effect.
What's your class?
So it would be a +5 plus if I can see the flag up.
He doesn't
be a
have it out.
+6.
So it's +5. So as you shoot with
Okay.
your bow, let me see what their AC is. You might, I'm not sure if you hit. Yeah, you hit, Nalia. You hit. You hit.
Okay.
Nice shot.
Okay. Do 4 damage. Rondo, what would you like to do, sir?
I need to be pulled out of the wall.
Okay, what would you like to do? I'll just, yeah. What would you like to do, sir?
Sure. Move up and I guess I'll see if I can get around him.
You
So
can.
I can help.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Where is the thing that she's attacking? Way up there. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. Let me see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I
attacked the one
can't.
on the other side.
If I was all the way at the end, I can't really reach him to hit him, but I'll get up there and
begin to. I'll get to him next round.
Okay. What would you like Krusty to do?
He moves a little faster than me. Is this a gap right?
Yeah, it is a gap.
Okay, so we have to wrap around there. So he moves a little faster than me, so he can move up and get, I think, 1 bite.
Okay.
Is there room to move there?
Let me see. Yeah, I'll let that count. You can move and attack.
Okay, so Rusty will run up and try to gnaw on that guy's leg.
Oh, unfortunately, Krusty, being Krusty with his action in the cave so far, and this guy moving and not losing his dex, Krusty is going to whip up there, but unfortunately miss.
That's fine. That's all we can do, really, at the moment. Yeah, so this is just another kobold guy. He looks like he has a beard.
So this is what you folks see. You see this one?
Oh, he's got the cloak. Yeah.
You see that
yeah,
one?
yeah.
Yep. So Zahtra, your turn now.
Nice.
Okay, so let me think. Also, I managed to fix my voice changer's hotkey, so now I can turn it on and off again.
Excellent.
Oh.
Well, considering that one of these bastards just shot me, and specifically a greenscaled motherfucker, I'm going to 5-foot step out of the way of the entrance a little bit. Can I stand on this spot here?
No. But this stand over here, there's for semantics. Yeah, right there. That's fine.
Okay. I'm trying to step out of the way, but there's not really much room at all. So instead, Zahtra puts her hands together and then begins to weave a complex array of symbols into the air, and then fires on the green one with a purple burst of energy, and we run that.
This target creature becomes susceptible to a repeat use of your harmful hex, even if you cannot otherwise target the creature. Okay, and which one are you attacking, the left or the right one? My apologies if I missed it.
Left, the green one.
Okay, let me roll my will save. He is successful. He rolls a 15. He shrugs it off.
Well, unfortunate, but
Okay.
that is the end of my turn.
Burk, Lexi the Talker, what would you like to do?
Start walking forward. I'm not seeing anything from here. Being two small creatures, could we occupy the same spot, same square? Or I'll just continue
Okay.
moving forward.
Okay, move forward. Good job with the arrows.
And well, then I will point.
Yeah, I just had to look it up again, too. Small creatures do occupy the full 5-foot space. So you would have to squeeze through me and then...
Yeah, but if
You're
I
allowed
don't
to. You're allowed to move
stay
through
in
friendlies. You just can't stop there.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
unless you're a
Yeah,
rat
exactly.
folk, unless you're a rat folk or a kobold, right?
Oh yeah, with
Rat folk,
swarm fighting. Yeah,
Rat
yeah.
folks allow it.
Rat folk are good.
I'll move over there and say, "You meanies, you calm down." Although I can only affect one of them.
Okay, which one are you affecting?
Unless I want to affect also. Unless I also want to affect Crispy, how was the name of it? Krusty. Okay, I'll be affecting this one.
Okay, what would you like to do?
And say thunder.
So it is a 4. Which one are you affecting? The one on the right? The one on the left?
This one.
Okay, so let me see if I can make a fort save. Calling upon the power of thunder. I am going to fort, and I fail. That damage knocks that character out. Okay. Broderic Donkeep, what would you like to do, sir?
I'm unmuted. Alright, just had to make sure. Alright. I'm gonna peek around the corner.
Something I guess I could do while I was moving was taking the flag out.
That's fine, I will allow that.
As I was advancing.
Do I like? Cause I see this kind of shadow right here, but do I see that one right there?
Let me see what you see. Yeah, you see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just can't tell with the map if that was a wall. All right. Broderick will, as he steps forward and sees, with a wave of his hand, he looks like he's about to just kind of like go into a little bit of like of an intimidating roar, and as he goes to scream, no one hears anything except for that one needs to make a fortitude save as I cast ear-piercing scream.
He is going to roll. He rolls a 4 and he fails.
Yeah, so dazed and took 3 damage.
Okay. Gene, your turn, sir.
End of my turn.
Alrighty. Let's see here. There's not too much I can see in here, so I guess I'll move into the room. And then I guess I'll draw my weapon on my second move to be up here next to Crunchy or Krusty.
Okay. Okay. What would you like to do, Gene? That's it? That's your turn, sir?
Yep. 2 moves and a free action.
Seeing this, I'm going to take a 5-foot step. And I'm going to jump down the hole. I take my damage. What would the group like to continue to do? Guko, it's your
Don't commit
turn.
suicide! I can't see a thing, so I'm gonna move up a little. Not letting me though. Can you move me a little bit?
Yeah, I got you. I'll move you right here.
Okay, cool. So it's just one dude?
Hey, he jumped down the hole.
They all gone. Well, good thing I was around. Saved everybody. Are we going down after him? Or where's the way to your mother's, you know what I mean? Where are we going?
Here towards the ceiling, you see another knotted rope that leads further down into the cave.
I am unsure whether or not we should give chase. I mean, we should give chase, shouldn't we? Probably, maybe.
Watch out for traps.
But now that they are openly hostile, I will probably not be the best choice to go first.
If
Come here.
they're openly hostile, we could just try to get the rest of the kobolds out and somewhere to safety. I don't know.
You've been here longer than I have. Maybe they like you more than me. But I wasn't liked from the beginning anyways, so...
That's a good point, though. We could use this time to rescue more kobolds if they're retreating. Then again, they might be getting back up, which is even worse for us. But do I know if the hatchery is further down that way, or is...
It is. The hatchery is down that way.
Son of a bitch.
Then we must hurry.
Yes, we must give chase. Hurry.
Okay. We make our way down into the cave again. Further down the cave we go. Here, I'll move this over there. Here, the smell does get worse.
I hate it when that happens.
It kind of gives you a little dizziness, a little headache. And as you continue to walk down, you can just, it's like you're gasping for air. Can I get a survival check? Okay, well that's it. You just know that it is okay, everyone make a fortitude save.
Nicely done, finally.
Fortitude is my number one save.
Okay. Nalia. So we got Rondo. Burk. Broderic. And Jean. Okay. You can continue down. You continue down the hallway. You hear like an eerie type of like humming and chanting. In Draconic.
Can I understand what they are saying, or is it...
You hear... It seems very whispered. You can't make out what the words are. You can just know that it's in Draconic.
Understandable.
Or not understandable.
Nice.
Yeah.
For those...
I don't understand. I don't understand what is being said. If anything is being said. It may be magic, in fact. It sounds ominous enough that it might be a ritual of some sort. I don't know.
Do I recognize the words? Or should I roll Arcana or Spellcraft
Oh
to
no,
recognize them?
you don't recognize them either, Burke. You just
Okay.
know that it's in Draconic.
Well, since we know they are hostile, I will let one of you more durable people lead.
Captain the guard?
Nalia, you definitely see
Yeah.
as undead kobolds start to make their way towards you. Everyone,
Okay.
roll for initiative. Who's got the highest deck, Zahtra or Burke?
My dex is 18, but it's an initiative bonus, that one that matters.
Yeah, no, Burke and Zahtra, you rolled 24s, but whoever has a dex goes first. Okay. Zahtra. Hold up.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that just clicking on Dex would link the Dex score itself instead of making a roll, but yeah, 18 Dex.
Okay, it's fine. So you're probably go first. So Zahtra, go first, and you hear the chant sort of getting louder, and now they're coming a little more apparent. It says, "Mother guide us with our fallen warriors. Mother guide us with our fallen warriors." And that's what you hear, and it's like whispers, and it just gets more intense, and it is just yeah, as they begin to pursue, that's what you see.
What was it you were saying earlier about the Mother Goddess thing? I think we have found the source of that.
She relays this back to which one was it, Rondo or Broderic? Whichever one of you had made that religion check earlier. She relays that back to you, and I think I'm just going to pass for this turn because I don't see the threat just yet.
Okay. Rondo.
And I'm not in any position to do anything about it.
Your turn.
My turn
Okay.
then. Whose turns?
I don't really want any of this, but yeah, that's fine. Move through friendlies and head up. I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my staff, and then or club, and then move forward past Nualia, and that's all I'll be able to do this round. I can cast a move. I won't be able to.
Okay. What about Krusty?
I tell him to stand back. I haven't trained him on the tricks. I think you have to do 2 tricks to make him screw around with undead or monsters. He's not into that.
Okay, that's fair enough. Gene, you start to feel yourself being surrounded as you see more of these undead crawl to you. One tries to swing and hit you with his like scaly undead claws. His flesh seems to have been like melted away. One climbs to you and tries to reach out and hit you, Gene, unsuccessfully. Another one reaches out and tries to hit you, unsuccessfully. Guko,
Alright.
it is your turn.
Was it my turn before?
Actually,
It was. I'm sorry.
yeah, it
My
should
bad,
be
Burke.
Burke's.
Go, Burke.
Okay, then I'll step in here and cast it a little further than I was expecting, but it's the same effect. Over here, I'll just... Oh, undead! You'll find the thunder!
Can Sonic affect? Can that affect undead? I guess so.
I believe it will.
Okay.
Yeah, see? Should be
I
good.
didn't, oh, it's mind affecting. My bad.
Yeah.
Let me
Mind affecting that.
roll. Which one are you trying to hit, Bert?
It's from here, and
Okay,
it's 10
got you,
feet.
bud. Okay, they both fail and they both collapse.
Like they're both dead.
They're re-dead.
They were dead, and then they were undead, and now they're unundead.
Undead cleaning services.
Okay. Now it is your turn, Guko.
Sorry, hang on a second. I'm in the middle of some stuff.
It's fine. We can hold your turn. Gene, you can roll.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess I'll try to move over to my allies. So I can be somewhere helpful. The map's a little hard to see.
Yeah, it is.
I
Not
guess
a custom one.
Yeah, a little bit on the position wise. So I guess I'll move and I'll stop here. So I'm defending these two players, and I will tower shield in one hand, longsword in the other.
Okay. Nalia.
Turn over.
Nalia, as you walk in, you see a black-scaled kobold. Well, he's red, excuse me, with a blackish tint. You see black scales all over him, casting and using the spell. You definitely see a third eye as he pulls his his veil over his head. You definitely can see that is the mark of Lamashtu. And as you walk up, Nalia, you see him begin to point his hand at you, like he's going to cast a spell. What would you like to do, Nalia?
What is he pointing his hand at?
Huh? He's gonna attack
me or a dead kobold or
no, the creature does. He's like pointing towards you.
Okay.
No, it's still your turn, Nolly. You're just going. What would you? You still can go.
Yeah. So that is 15. No. Yeah, 15 feet.
Okay. He's gonna continue to.
So I'm gonna throw a star knife at him.
Okay, great. Do it. Do you hit?
I didn't click anything deliberately. Okay.
Oh, you hit. Good hit. So you're throwing your star knives and you hit. You hit him like in the shoulder and a little bit of blood comes out. But he is still intently looking at you, segueing into his turn. And he is going to cast a spell on you, Nalia. Make a will save.
Uh-oh.
Nalia, as upon seeing this, you see that third eye starts to shine. And as you go to grab another star knife, you notice that your body doesn't do what you ask it to. Okay, Broderic, your turn. Broderic, you can hear the sounds of battle up north, and you see what looks to be like undead kobolds coming from the other direction. What would you like to do?
Well, like right there?
Around this area, yeah. You saw Jean give a retreat after warding off some attacks.
Alright. Move forward 10 feet, drawing out Dragon Fang. I gotta make some adjustments because I still have that on there. Thought I clicked it, but I don't know with my lag if it went through.
Did you attack yet?
Let's see. Yay, internet being dumb. I'm trying to roll it, I promise.
I believe you. I know you've had internet trouble all night tonight.
Crap. Give me one more try on this.
It worked.
There we go.
You use your trusty longsword Dragon Fang, and you swipe at the undead, and it just bursts. The skeleton just bursts into 100 pieces. and bones fall.
And
at
that's the
your
end of my
feet-
turn.
At your feet. Okay. Zahtra, it is your turn again.
Okay, so I'm going to try to slip up here past the crocodile and
Mm-hmm.
into this passageway. That's 1, 2, 3, 5. There we go. And I can see this guy, right?
Mm-hmm. You can see that person, yep.
Let's see. No more screwing around this time. Zahtra claps her hands together and weaves a spell, and then sends a violet-colored bolt of light towards the. Did you say he was a kobold still?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me double check that this has the. This does not have the will save attached to it. I should have set the will save up on this, but I'm going to cast this,
Mm-hmm.
and the hex save is 10, half my level. The will save should be 15.
15. It fails and falls asleep.
Nice.
These skeletons.
So am I free?
I don't know. Would he still be free? Would she be free from a whole person spell? Because it's not concentrated. It's not
I don't
concentrated.
believe so.
No, yeah, it's still per level. So
It's not concentration, so
No,
it's
not.
It's safe,
So she's
safe
still
around.
held, probably.
But you have a round. But you have a save each round. Okay.
Yeah, save each round.
Mm-hmm. Burk, your turn.
Okay, I say he'll come forward and say, "Hey, what are we fighting now? Oh, evil kobold!"
Yeah, we put him to
But you still
we've
have
put
this
him to
one.
sleep.
You still have
Or
this one to
I
worry
have.
about. This is the one that jumped down the hole.
This is the slip one, or this one the slip one?
This is the sleep one.
Okay.
Sleepy friend is the north one.
Then I'll scream very close to the other one. Anda!
Okay, I have to make a fortitude save of that, the Prodder. And it is going to be... Let's see if I make it or not, I don't know. 12, so I fail and do 4 damage, and then I had that from the falling damage. Okay, the Prodder from the falling damage and the damage you just did, it falls as well. So the chanting ended, Gene, Broderic, and Guko, and all these undead, they just fall beneath you. The chanting ends. I would assume that the group would like walk up,
Right.
or destroy, or walk
Good job,
up.
guys.
You see this one's on the ground. It's still breathing, but of course it's incapacitated at the moment. And this one is sleeping, and this is the one that was making all the noise. So I will leave it off for this week, and we can end the session there. I think people have to go. I know Spencer has to go, and as well as Rondo has to leave at 11. So I want to thank everyone for coming out, and I think we did have a lot of good progress today. Next time we play, we will see if the party will kill this Lamashtu worshipping kobold, interrogate it, or do both. But anyways, thank everyone for coming and giving me your time this evening, and I cannot wait to see how the story continues to unfold. Everyone have a good night.
Thanks.
Right,
everyone.
Yes, thank you for the session.
Right.
Wonderful
Yeah,
game.
thank you.